Watching TV with my husband is difficult, but at least it's not watching TV with my dad. That is a whole different experience. My dad's the guy who, during an action scene, he is counting the amount of bullets coming out of a gun for accuracy. And the second they go over the allotted amount of bullets for that type of gun, he has something to say about it. You think you're just watching a movie. He's silently fact-checking. Ah, come on. 47 bullets and a Glock. This isn't real. Really, Dad? The bullets is what made it not real? Not the zombies they were shooting?
So yeah, man, the suburbs, there's stuff that happens there. I had a problem at this place called First Watch. It's a breakfast joint, a tough place. And I go in there and they're like, it's a 20-minute wait. I'm like, okay, I can handle it. I'll do my time, So I'm sitting in the chair, I'm reading the paper, and I guess this woman came in after me and she had a baby. And, I didn't see her. If I'd have seen her, I'd have offered her my chair. But I didn't see her. So what she did, she just stood right next to me. She starts talking to her baby. But she's talking to me, all right? Like no, there's nowhere for us to sit down. There's nowhere for us to sit down. There's nowhere for us. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, ma'am, I didn't see you. Here, you can have my chair, And then, I stood right next to her. I didn't have a baby, all right? So I just started talking about newspaper. I was like, nah, newspaper, we gotta give her the chair. Nah, the tactic she's using, that's called passive-aggressive newspaper. She's a gutless woman. And she is using her infant child in this charade. She's miserable. I'm not afraid of an altercation. The suburbs are crumbling. They are. I saw this the other day. I saw a Domino's pizza being delivered to a McDonald's. That's not supposed to happen, okay? I get it. It was probably the kids that work at McDonald's got tired eating hamburgers. Like, let's order a pizza. They should have told the guy to go around back. He was in line at McDonald's holding a pizza. It didn't look good. I mean, I get it. You guys been to McDonald's lately? Everybody that works there is a kid. Everybody. I want to talk to your supervisor. We'll go get Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith's 15, all right? We would go get our district manager, but his mom said he had too much homework. He can't come to work until next Thursday. Customer service is gone. It doesn't exist, right? I mean, I just have a rule now. If I give you money, you just say thank you. That's it. You just say thank you, okay? And they don't do it. They don't say thank you half the time. I was in this place and I gave them like $300. I paid $300 for something, and the girl goes, "Hey, how did you hear about us?" It's none of your business how I heard about you. Why don't you just be happy that I did hear about you? Next time that happens, I'm just gonna make something up to throw them off their little marketing research. How'd you hear about us? Well, I belong to a lot of hate groups, and they told me I was supposed to shop here. They said for every $1 I spend here, 68 cents goes back to the hate group. All the hate groups, even my favorite hate group, the I hate the people that ask how'd you hear about us hate group.
Yeah. I liked Costa Rica. I've never been there before, and I had my first massage in Costa Rica. And hot stone massage. Anybody get a hot stone massage in here? Yeah? Couple people. If you haven't got one, I'll tell you the name is not that great. Like, they could do a little bit better with the naming. Something like, I don't know, very hot stone massage. Or like, hey guys, is this lava? That would also work. I don't think at any point during a massage should you go, are you ironing me? You're not removing my stress, you're cooking it. It's very rough. Also, no one ever told me that masseuses whisper in your ear. That was new to me. Okay, well, all right, going by your faces, maybe she didn't work there. Nobody. She whispered in my ear. I'm not making that up. I'm not gonna forget. I'll never forget what she said. She goes, all right, I want you to take a big whiff from my hand, and you're gonna smell citrus. And I was like, I've fallen for this before. Who sent you, Jeff?
I just like having my own thing to do during the day. I like to do whatever I want, and I get that when I'm on the road. I don't get that when I'm at home. If it's a family trip, I have no say whatsoever. Not long ago, we went to Amish country. I don't know if anybody's ever been to Amish country, but that place sucks. It is terrible. Not fun. You know what I didn't like? I'll tell you what I didn't like. The people. I didn't like the people. I found them to be very hypocritical, you know, because they're like, we don't believe in electricity, but we'll use it if we need to run your Visa card. And I don't like that attitude. And I told him, I said, go big or go home, Ezekiel. Don't plug up, dude. It's a slippery slope. And he didn't like me, you know, probably because his name wasn't Ezekiel, and I kept trying to guess what it was. I was like, Abraham. No. Jebediah? No. All right, I'll stop. The only reason I agreed to go in the first place was if I was allowed to take pictures and document the whole trip on social media. And the first time I took a picture, I get scolded by this Amish guy. He's like, sir, we would appreciate if you're going to take pictures, you didn't take them of us. And I said, why is that? He goes, pictures give people a sense of pride. We don't like to do things that make us feel proud. I'm like, you're charging $3,000 for a kitchen table without any chairs to go with it. I'm pretty sure you're proud of that table, all right? Why don't you worry about filling in that mustache, because you look silly. I don't care how good your pretzels are. I'm never coming back here again. Are you kidding me? Not proud? Really? Why don't you tell me for the 5th time how you put that barn up in one day, okay? I don't need this. I left a scathing Yelp review. I never heard back from a manager.
So my birthday, I was angry and I was driving. Everybody knows when you're angry and you're driving, you crash. So I was speeding really hard. I get pulled over, right? The cop gets out of the car. It's a black cop, so immediately I'm like, yeah, about to get a discount. So he walks over, right? He goes, let me see your license registration, please. I panicked and I gave him my Applebee's gift card. He goes, you trying to bribe me with an Applebee's gift card? Get out the car. And when he said that on the inside, I was like, it's my birthday. But on the outside, I just turned 19. I'm trying to be tough in front of my brother. I'm like, I got a car, don't matter to me, cuz. Oh, you gonna put cuffs on me? Okay, you think it's the first time I've been in cuffs? Because it was. I was like, these are so cold. And he goes, what's up with your attitude? And I was like, I ain't got no attitude. But I said it like that. So he starts to put me in the back of the cop car. As he's doing that on the inside, I was like, it's my birthday. But on the outside, I'm like, it's my birthday. And I peed on myself a little bit. It wasn't like a full amount of pee. It was right before the cutoff point. I was like, ooh, that was almost unstoppable. And so I get inside the back of the cop car because he wouldn't let me in the front. And he goes, hey, man, what's going on? I was like, it's my birthday. Everybody forgot. And then he checks my ID, sees it's my birthday, and says, all right, man, get out of here. I was like, are you serious? He goes, yes, I'm serious. Hurry up and get out before I change my mind. And I was like, oh, snap, man, but like I'm in cuffs right now. And he says, oh yeah, my bad, let me get out. Then he gets out, he unlocks the door, he uncuffs me, goes, hey man, just slow down. I was like, thank you so much, officer. I start walking back to the car, hit that little spin move, hey. You know that spin move where you try to wipe all the tears before your brother sees you crying? I did that one. And I get in the car, my brother's like, I already heard you crying. I was like, I don't care, it's my birthday. I'll cry if I want to. Like, you know, you would cry too if it happened to you. And, you know, the cop, he pulled up right next to me. And he rolled down the window and says, hey man, happy birthday. Pulls off. I'm like, wow, this man just stole my Applebee's gift card. It's the worst birthday ever, man.
I saw this old man, like grandpa age old man, getting gas at the Costco a couple months ago. And he knew exactly where his gas tank was. He goes right up to his gas tank. I'm watching him. Now he starts hitting every pocket on his person. And grandpas have just like 1 million pockets. Why is there so many pockets? And I'm like watching him, like, what are you doing, sir? And then finally he found it, just a single key that was floating around his body. Single key for his gas cap that had extra security. He had a lock on his... I saw this and I was immediately like, sir, where do you live, sir? Wherever you live, sir, you gotta move. You gotta move. You gotta move away from whatever old people you live by, sir. I know that this guy lives by old people, okay, because I'm a millennial and I'm gonna speak on behalf of our entire generation when I say, we don't know how to siphon gas, okay? And if we don't know how to siphon gas, Gen Z for sure does not know how to siphon gas. So this guy needs to move out of whatever 55 and up neighborhood he lives in, where his old neighbors will suck a little bit of gas out of his tank at night. I thought about that old guy for like 3 weeks after I saw him do that. Every time I would pump gas, I would think about that old man. And the thing that bothered me the most, San Diego, is I was like, why don't you just put the key with your truck key? Just put them together so you could save time, Grandpa. You just put it together and it's easier. You know where it's at. And then the more I thought about him, I figured it out. I'm like, this guy is like my grandpa. I don't know if your grandpa's like mine. He's like a retired Navy guy, and he has systems and protocols for everything that he does. And it takes longer, but he'll tell you exactly why it's better. Like, they just have their system on how they do it. And I figured it out. This is this old man's security system for his truck. This is his security system. Like, if his truck ever gets stolen, he's gonna call the cops and be like, hi, yeah, my truck got stolen. It's a 1997 Ford F-150. They always know everything about the truck. 1997 Ford F-150 Lariat Edition, scarlet red. Yeah, it got stolen from in front of my house. Yeah, if you could just set a search perimeter for about 50 miles from my house, I'll think you'll... What? What is that? No, yeah, I never fill it up to full. It's got about a 50-mile range. I got a 50-mile range. No, the gas cap is locked. They can't get into the gas cap. It's locked. You know, I got a funky key from Korea. Nobody could get in. Yeah, just head down to the county line and like work your way back to my house. Let me know when you find my truck and just come pick me up in your cruiser. I'll bring my water hose and suck a little bit of gas out of your tank. Get me down to the Costco.
I'm approaching the age where I'm gonna start getting my clothes the same place I get my groceries. Say I won't. You will catch me at Costco. Yep. About to get them Kirkland jeans, them Kirkland socks, that Kirkland body wash. Hey, this Kirkland gang, what? It's about to be my new Tuesday. I'm gonna start out front, give me a hot dog and a soda for $1.50. Then I'll flash my VIP card and mosey on in. I start with a lap of samples. Then I take my hair out of my ponytail, make a lap in the other direction. Round two. Hey, but if you come in for a second sample at Costco, be warned. These sample ladies get offended. They act a type of way if you come in for a second sample. Like they have been baking from scratch all day long. Like, really, Beth? Just give me another chicken tender. Why you gotta do this? It's embarrassing enough just asking for a sample. It's embarrassing, right? Because you have to pretend like you've never heard of this product before. You said it's a tender? And you dip it? Sure, I'll try one. I be coming up with lies just to get a second sample. I do. I'll be like, I'm sorry, can I get another one for my husband? He's really hungry. Where is he? Oh, he's at home.
Which is a huge bonus for me. I don't know how to cook. I never learned. I should have. My mom tried to teach me growing up. I was arrogant about it. I was like, I don't need to learn this now. I know where the grocery store is. I'll figure it out when I'm an adult. And then I tried to do that and realized that is impossible because if you don't know how to cook, you also don't know how to shop because foods are not together in the grocery store. The grocery store is a place where someone has disassembled foods and hid the pieces all over a building. I gotta wander around a warehouse trying to reverse engineer tacos from memory. So like I could cook, but it would just be worse. And that's no good for anybody, because groceries cost the same, regardless of your skill level. I found that out as well. I can't cut a deal with the butcher. Like, listen, I'm gonna ruin these steaks, I promise. We're talking brown all the way through. I don't know how to make them pink in the middle. I've never seen it. Anybody could knock a couple of bucks off? But no, there's no such thing as training steaks. So my wife cooks, and in exchange, I do the dishes. I'm told this is a very common arrangement with successful couples, right? Cook people love bringing it up. If you're not gonna cook, you gotta do the dishes. That's fair, that's even, that's the trade. And while I am willing to do the dishes, I do not agree that this is an even trade. Now, I know there are dish people in this room right now that are hesitant to get on board with me because you are sitting with the cook person in your life. And that is fine. Stare straight ahead quietly. I'll say what needs to be said. Dishes sucks, all right, cooks? Sucks the whole time. It's not satisfying or fulfilling. There's no fun new dish recipes that we get to try. And it's even worse doing the dishes for someone who is cooking and knows that they will not be doing the dishes. Because this causes them to use every possible dish. I'll just put this mustard into a little bowl and then I'll put it in the pan. Just take it out of the jar and put it in the pan. For God's sake, run the spoon under some water for 3 seconds. Instead of just gluing it to the countertop. There you go, it lives there now. Get that off in the morning with a butter knife. Dishes is awful, right? It's what they threaten you with at a restaurant if you can't pay your bill. They don't mention the police. They're like, you're gonna have to do dishes, the worst thing in the world. Cooking's not even close. People love cooking, right? They devote their lives to it. There's entire TV shows where they watch other people do it. Every single one of those shows, they put a camera in their face. What are you gonna do if you win the cooking cook contest? And they all go, I'm gonna buy a restaurant so I can cook all the time. I love cooking. There is not one show devoted to dishes. We don't get a show. There's no show called Scrubbed. I'm like, all right, under this cloth, there's a bunch of dirty dishes. You can use any kind of sponge you want. Everybody ready? It's all cast iron pans.
Our dog is a very special dog. He is actually an emotional support dog. He is a dog, and he requires a lot of emotional support. I want to get an emotional support animal vest for me, so people will know what I do for him, because I should get on airplanes for free. I gave him a Jewish name. His name is Mendel, and then he became Jewish. He has a lot of food allergies. He's really loud. And he always his favorite thing to do is to steal the remote to our TV. So I'm so afraid an anti-Semite will find out about this and be like, he's trying to control the media. My dog is actually a rescue. Is a lie I tell people when he behaves badly in public. Because those are just words. Those are words you can just say to people. And it just makes shame evaporate. Right? You're like, oh, wow. They start treating you like a good person all of a sudden. But I don't think there's actually that many rescue dogs out there. I think there's a lot of people trying to cover up. They didn't train properly. People used to ask a lot about my dog being a rescue when he was younger. I mean, he's a very good-looking dog. He's a mini Bernedoodle. So he looks like an alive Muppet. So you know why I chose him. And when he was younger, he was even cuter, and people would stop me on the street when I walked him. They'd be like, oh my God, your dog's so cute. Is he a rescue? Then I'd be like, this designer poodle? I don't think you know how the world works. Let me ask you this. Have you ever found a Dyson at the thrift store? Because the only way you rescue a dog this fluffy is foreclosure. I don't know if anyone here is considering getting a dog. If you are, you can ask yourself these questions. Do you have many open wounds that go unlicked? Do you find putting on or taking off socks to be too uneventful? Have you ever heard your doorbell and thought, yeah, that could be more annoying? Then I recommend dogs. These slippers are too easy to find. Some dogs can be really difficult, though. You don't know what you're going to get. Like, I have a friend whose dog is so difficult, he tells me his age backwards. I'll ask him, like, how old's your dog now? And then he's like, I think I have 7 years left. 6 if I cancel insurance, maybe. We got our dog as a puppy, which is a baby dog. I don't know if you know that. What happens when you get a puppy is you're really excited, everyone's excited for you, and then 2 weeks later, you have a nervous breakdown. Because every day your puppy gets stronger, and you get weaker, until it breaks you. Because you think you're getting a little baby dog, and that's not what it is. Sure, it has a baby dog body, shark teeth, Hannibal Lecter mind. They destroy so much stuff. There's so much property destruction. And you have 2 choices for how to deal with that. Either you can get angry and stressed out constantly, or you can embrace a Buddhist philosophy. I realized this because I came home, and for the second time in a row, my puppy had chewed through a brand new pair of Birkenstock sandals. And I was like, either he has now cost me $400 plus tax, or he's teaching me an important lesson about the pointlessness of material value. Namaste. I now understand that, like the sandals, I too am temporary.
I was raised Jewish in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, or so I thought. Then I moved to New York. Maybe I was raised Protestant because... Yeah, everyone here is more Jewish than I am. Everybody. My Puerto Rican neighbor knows more about Judaism than I do. Yeah, he'll come up to me and be like, Shabbat Shalom, Ophira, and I'm like, okay, thank you. Because I have nothing more to say on this one. And I'm not from a stereotypical Jewish family in the sense that we were not rich Jews. I didn't even get the good end of the stereotype. Not rich Jews. We were very working class Jews. You know, we mowed our own lawns. We painted our own houses. We fixed our own cars. There's Sephardic Jews. There's Ashkenazi Jews. I'm from a very small sect called the DIY Jews. We are the DIY Jews. We are the Jews behind the Jews, really. Yeah. We're the heaps for hire. That's who we are, the heaps for hire. I will say this last year, too, I have looked at my phone way too much. I mean, your phone now tells you that. But I have looked at my phone way too much, and I get sucked into social media like nobody's business. I mean, Instagram, everyone's having more fun than I am. Twitter, everyone's saying funnier things than I am, but I've reached a new low because now I am scrolling through Venmo. Feeling bad about myself based on other people's banking transactions. That's Venmo FOMO. That is the lowest form of FOMO. But let me tell you something, the vaguer the description of what it is for, the more you feel left out. Because I'm just scrolling and then it's like Sarah paid Michelle and just wrote, shenanigans. I'm like, I know Sarah and Michelle, where was I, you know? What are shenanigans? I don't even know. They sound amazing. Like, I've been part of a shebang and I like cardigans, but I don't know what's a shenanigan. Sounds expensive. Sounds like dangerous mischief. I don't understand why that page is there. It serves no purpose. It's just for bragging. I have never looked at an ATM machine and thought, this needs a social aspect. You know, it really does. I need to know if anyone recently has given Michaela $40 for 2 tacos and a rainbow. You know, I need to know. So now I live in Brooklyn, and yeah, I like it. Yeah, I know lots of Brooklyn people. So you know, neighborhood's great. However, 3 months ago there was a shooting on our street. Nobody got hurt, but here's what happened. Someone came by in the middle of the night and shot 3 shots in 3 consecutive doorways. Boom, boom, boom. And just to give you an idea of the street, if they would have kept going, the next doorway would be a yoga studio. All right? So the yoga ladies went insane. They were like, this place has bad vibes! You know, they were mad. And then the real estate agents were like, how are we gonna sell these apartments for millions of dollars now? And then the families were like, is this a safe place for our children? And everyone wanted to know what the shooter looked like. That's all they cared about. They were like, what does the shooter look like? What do we know about this guy? Was he black? Was he white? Hispanic? What do we know about this guy? What does he look like? And then news came back that the shooter was a woman. Yeah. And the conversation totally changed. Oh yeah. Everyone was like, oh, did she get him? I mean, clearly he had it coming, but did she get him? The yoga ladies were on board. They were like, we will finish the job, you know, just whipping around their mats. The real estate agents were using it as marketing. They're like, the kind of street where a woman's in charge. Even the families were like, you know, you can stand up for yourself like that woman did. She was a hero. And the only thing they cared about how the woman shooter looked was if she looked satisfied. And then gossip in the neighborhood circulated again, and news came back that the woman shooter was a hired gun. She was hired to do the job. I know! That has got to be something that you get paid for over Venmo, right? That would be a shenanigan. I'm just saying. That would be a shenanigan.
I've been married 3 years now, and I love being married. When I'm on the road, I see men talk to women in the wild, and it's crazy. I was checking in at a hotel, woman behind the counter, very pretty, and the guy in front of me is being a creep. I'm watching him. I'm 20 feet behind him, but I can hear it go down, right? He's checking in, and the woman goes, do you have any preference of what floor you stay on? And I swear to y'all, this guy leans forward. He goes, what floor are you staying on? She goes, I'm not. I work here. I don't stay at the hotel that I work? Do you think I'm a guest just chipping in down here in the lobby? Is that honestly how you think we staff this La Quinta? You think you gotta be the lifeguard tomorrow? I don't stay at the hotel that employs me, you moron. So he walks away, tail between his legs, rightfully so. Now I'm up next, right? I saw the whole thing go down. So I was like, okay, I'll bond with her over what a creep the last dude was. So I'm checking in and she says, how many room keys do you want? 1 or 2? So I go, how many room keys do you want? And she did not get the reference at all, dude. I looked way worse than the first guy, if I'm being honest. The look on her face, she's like, they just keep coming in today. I mean, is there a creep convention in town? What's happening here?
I've been flying a lot, and I find the further you sit from first class, the worse you've done in your life. People in first class are doing wealthy people activities, reading the Wall Street Journal, watching golf on their iPads. By the time you get to basic economy where I sit, there's needles rolling around on the ground. People are shooting dice. It's a bad area back there. Near the bathrooms, you don't want to be there after dark. I hate the pilot on every flight now. I hate him. He always says the same thing. Buckle up, everybody. We're going to be encountering some rough air. Are we? Are we going to be encountering rough air, or are you going to be flying directly into it? Take some responsibility, dude. You know about the rough air because you're making this announcement. What do you say we jack this puppy up to 40,000 feet and fly, I don't know, above the rough air? Just a suggestion from basic economy. Guys, these aren't just airplane jokes. I take them personal. As a man who used to pretend to be a pilot on dating sites, I take these jokes very, very personal. If I was the pilot, I'd play it different. I'd let the turbulence happen, and then I'd come on, I go, I'm sorry about that, everybody. Someone did not set their phone to airplane mode. We almost died. We almost died, because one of you is a toxic narcissist. If I was the pilot, I'd let the turbulence happen, and then I'd come on, I go, I'm sorry about that, everybody. Full transparency, I fell asleep for 10 minutes. Kicked it over to the co-pilot, but he's got really bad ADHD. We've been following a bird for the past half hour. This guy doesn't get it. He shouldn't be up here.
The other thing is I'm not watching the correct television. I've watched more television in the last 16 months than I feel I've ever... I thought I was watching a lot of television. It turns out other people are watching different nonsense than I am. I'm watching some other nonsense. And then other people are watching great stuff that isn't the great stuff I'm watching. So there seems to be some judgment there. But no one's watching my nonsense. My nonsense is Axel. I don't know if anyone's seen Axel. Axel, A-X-L, it's an acronym. The first time I saw it was on the back of a chair on an airplane on mute. And that is how I recommend you see it. It's on Netflix. It's terrible. It's an acronym. Here's the story. The story is this. The Army has created a robot murder dog. He doesn't want to be a robot murder dog, so he runs away. And then he finds a friend who has a motorbike, and they run, and they play, and they jump. And I could have written this movie when I was 9. And it's a delight. It's horrible. Anyway, I'm going to ruin this movie for you, because it can't be ruined. It's the dumbest movie in the world. The Army would like their robot murder dog back. He doesn't want to go back, so he blows himself up. Now, oh yeah, we can't handle it as a people. Even a robot murder dog dying in a movie, we cannot handle. There is 20 more minutes of movie after he blows himself up, where we find out that not only has he blown himself up, Axel has backed himself up on the dark web. Yahoo! He's coming back. Axel 2, ketamine, child brides for us all. The other show that I've been watching is Flavorful Origins. I would actually recommend this one. This one is a docuseries, each episode 10 to 13 minutes. It is set in China. It's about Chinese food in small towns in China. It's beautifully shot. It's called Flavorful Origins. And what they do is they go to a small town in China, so, 11 to 17 million people. And And they show you what noodle or what potato or what meat that they're eating in these small towns, and it's beautifully shot and it's delicious looking. And I love Chinese food and I love food television, and so I watched it. But every 4 or 5 episodes, there would be a food that I will not be eating. The last one I saw was the bile from the belly of a goat that then turned into stone soup. Everybody would bring a thing and make a big soup, and it was for festivals. And what this told me is that every country, every culture has had rich people say to poor people, you get nothing. And then someone's grandmother has had to take nothing and turn it into something delicious that we now pay $26 a plate for and only eat at Christmas. And hence, haggis was born, right? And chitlins were born, and lutefisk was born. I'm from Wisconsin. You people know in Minnesota, lutefisk is dumb. It's dumb. They're all dumb. They're all dumb. All of our ancestors are rolling over in their graves going, oh my God, eat the goat. What are you doing? There's a goat right behind you. We didn't want to eat the... Lutefisk, if you don't know, Vikings came to Norway. They burned a town to the ground. And there was salted, smoked cod. Something was underneath the ashes. And somebody's grandmother grabbed that piece of cod and was like, maybe if we bake it and then boil it and lie and we eat it, everyone won't die? It's gross. It's foul. My grandmother from rural Turkey, Armenian from rural Turkey, they weren't allowed to eat the grapes. They had to eat the grape vines and the leaves. And so somebody's grandmother back in time made dolmades, right? They were like, well, maybe if we boil these and then wrap whatever food we can find in this and then bake it, and dolmades come and then $26 a plate. But but there's vegetarian dolmades and there's meat dolmades. And to my grandmother's dying day, whenever she would get vegetarian dolmades, she would say "Yalanchi sarma," which is Turkish for liar's rap. She was like, we live in America. There's a pound of ground beef around here somewhere. Why are we doing this? And I only tell you this because I live in Los Angeles. And in Los Angeles right now, I'm surrounded by poor people. And right now, someone is stealing a handful of hazelnut coffee mates and are going to make the most amazing bread pudding you've ever met in your life. And it's going to be available in about 6 months for $26.
But I don't judge my life based on material possessions, mainly because I don't really have access to them. I judge my life based on achievements and milestones. Like, I don't mean to brag, but a little while ago, I hit the big time. I married an American, which is the greatest thing that's ever happened to me, according to Americans. They are so excited for me. Like, wow, you married an American. Your parents must be so proud. I'm like, they're a little concerned. They're worried about me. No, you could be an American now. Don't you want to be an American? Pew, pew, pew. I'm like, calm down. Okay, I don't have the confidence to be an American. I'm not qualified. Americans are confident people. Like, I was in America and I wanted to go to some fine dining restaurant, so I turned up at Pizza Hut. And a guy was coming outside and he held the door open for me. He said, "After you, big dog." I'm 5'7". I've never been called big dog in my life. I'm like, me? He's like, yeah, come on through, big dog. I'm like, stop it. No, it's not me. I'm a little dog. Stop it. Get out of here. I'm not even a big, I don't even have a tail. Stop it. He's like, come on through. And he gave me a fist bump. And that confidence was contagious. All of a sudden, I felt that American confidence. And I felt 6 foot tall. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I am a big dog. I felt so confident. I walked into that Pizza Hut. I bought a family meal. That's how excited I was. My father-in-law was so pumped for me when I married his daughter. As a wedding gift, he bought me a Costco membership. That's a dowry in the state of Kentucky. It's like, that's a Costco membership. You can go to any Costco around the world. I'm like, why would I go to Costco when I'm overseas? You can get the best bagels in Costco. You got to buy 3,000, but they're the best bagels. You can get the best red wine from Italy in Costco. It's from a region in Italy called Kirkland, Italy. Best Italian wines. You can get a coffin in Costco. When I die, I want you to put me in that coffin, leave me in Costco, because that's my idea of heaven, amen. I'm like, mate, wait till you discover Aldi. You're gonna have a great time. No membership needed.
I'm trying to fix the house. I can't do anything around the house. I can't do it. I don't even know the words to talk to a guy who can fix the house. I had a plumbing issue in my basement. My wall was bleeding. That's how I said it. I couldn't think of the word leak. I was in my basement for an hour going, it's bleeding hard out here. We need a tourniquet. I don't know any words, so I call a plumber. He goes, I'll be out there in a jiff. Now, I'm not trashing plumbers, but y'all know what a jiff means. 19 hours. Which is fine, a lot of stuff to plumb. I'm not mad at him, right? But by the time this guy gets to my house, it had been so long, the leak had stopped. I don't know what happened. I didn't do anything. It just, scabbed up. It's just fine. And I've been mopping up the floor, so it kind of looks fine in the basement. So now I'm trying to convince this dude I didn't make the whole thing up. He walks down to my basement, he goes, oh, you see what you're talking about. I go, all right, cool. Yeah. You mind poking around a little bit first before you just write it off, And then he starts knocking on the wall, starts scratching it. He goes, it's solid. I go, cool. Did you think I just wanted to hang out with you in my house today? I didn't make this up, right? Now we're just two men looking at each other in my basement. It's kind of an awkward impasse between two adult men that, I'll be honest, look a lot alike. Finally, he broke. He goes, I hear you, dude. All right, I hear you. Why don't I do this? I got a saw in my truck. I'll come down here. I'll cut a little hole in this drywall, and I'll... And I need y'all to know before I finish the story, deep down, I know that drywall is a type of wall. I don't know if I could pick it out of a lineup of walls, but I've heard people talk about drywall before. Deep down, I know drywall exists. I wasn't reaching too deep in the moment, though. I heard drywall. I thought this guy was mocking me. To my face, I thought he was like, you thought you had a leak? Why don't we look at this drywall? I was like, it was wet this morning, dude. About a jiff ago, it was a nightmare down here, so... He cut a giant hole, and then he just left. I go, you mind unholing the wall? This was your idea, dude. Patch it up. He goes, you can probably patch that up. I was like, I'm gonna have to get a new house. I don't even know what you're talking about. Patch it up with what? I got walls laying around. What are you talking about? I don't even know conceptually what you're asking me to. I go get a wall? Cool. Home Depot, one wall, please. Again, some good tape. The big project now, this has been like a 2-year saga, is I have a shed, and I don't do a lot of shed stuff, so these raccoons kind of took it over. And they're just in there, and I gotta get rid of them. I don't wanna kill them, I want them to die. So, don't be fooled by a raccoon. I can tell a few of y'all are. I know they're cute, and they have little fun hands. And you see them and you go, oh, they're robbing me. But they bite. And they have rabies, all of them. they're actually, this is serious. They are the second leading cause of rabies in the world. That's not true, but it feels right. I don't like these raccoons. Cute and dangerous, weird combo to me. They're like the opposite of a possum. You ever watch a possum? Possum does good work, dude. It eats snakes, it eats ticks, it can't carry rabies, but, we're all adults, let's agree. It's the ugliest thing you've ever seen. It's backwards from a raccoon. I would never say God made a mistake, but, I'm gonna ask him about it. I don't know what happened that day. I want them gone, so I called a friend who knows about this stuff, right? I said, how do I get rid of these raccoons? He goes, you trying to do it the easy way or the hard way? And I was like, boy, I don't know. Maybe easy, just for giggles. He goes, all right, all you gotta do is Put a little wolf urine out there. Let's see. I don't know if y'all can guess this about me by now. I don't have a lot of wolf urine laying around the house. I didn't hunt growing up. I didn't know that was a commodity. I'm like, wolf urine? You telling me to hunt down I'm terrified of raccoons, buddy. You want me to pin down a wolf and get its urine from it? He goes, no, dude, just buy some. I was like, oh, yeah, we're going to different stores. I've been shopping my whole life. I've never bumped into some wolf urine in the checkout line. Where do you get that at? He goes, I got a guy. Well, I'm gonna pass on your guy, you know. I've never bought wolf urine before. I don't know if I want to buy unregulated, just hand-jarred, artisanal wolf urine from a stranger. And then I don't know what to do. How do I deploy it? You want me to just walk around my house like a priest? I can't believe I'm saying this. What is the hard way, man? If the easy way is the urine of an apex predator, what in God's name is the hard way? He goes, well, you know how raccoons don't like cucumbers? Nah, I didn't know that. I haven't been hanging out with them or anything. Does y'all know that about raccoons? They don't like cucumbers. That's good info. What do I do with that? Go to the farmer's market? Get a big one, just wait till the sun goes down, just come out swinging. He goes, no, dude, you don't hit them with, they don't like the smell, just plant some. So, that's the hard way. Start a garden. And I don't know how long it takes cucumbers to grow, but evidently one day these raccoons will come out and be like, you know what? Let's get out of here. I didn't know they were these type of people. My least favorite vegetable. I go, I appreciate your candor, man. I'm not doing either of those solutions. Is it possible to split the difference? I know that sounds nuts, but is there a medium difficulty solution? Is there something between wolf urine and cucumber farming? Is there something in the middle that I can do? He goes, you got a crossbow? I was like, no, I don't think so. He goes, I got one. I said, what are you proposing? He said, I'm proposing you text me your address, you cash at me $300, and you leave the house for a few hours. So
I recently achieved the dream of every middle-class person. I had a bit of work done on the house, had a new kitchen put in. I stress, we're not wealthy, but we came into some money on the death of an elderly relative upon which I had bet heavily. Come on, Uncle Oscar, Daddy needs a kitchen island. So we got this work done, and I don't know if there are any men in the audience who are man enough to admit that when you meet a proper man, you go a bit funny, right? Like if you see walking down the street, if you see a guy who's like wearing overalls, he's got paint all over them, and you see him and you go, there goes a proper man, and you go a bit limp, you know, oh, he's proper. All it really means, of course, is that he's not that good at painting. And what happens, and I don't want to do this happens despite my best endeavours, I open the door to them and I do a bit of a voice, right? I don't know what it is. These guys turn up, I'm like, all right, let's wait. Like, where is that coming from? What is that? I'm going, all right, cup of tea, cheeky Stella, all right, lovely. I think on some level I'm trying to sort of leverage a friendship with them in order to create the possibility of the discount for cash. Don't know if anyone's ever pulled that off. All right, lads, cup of tea, discount for cash. What that is, I'll give you the cash, you knock the VAT off, everybody's laughing, apart from obviously the schools and the hospitals. Anyway, and they must know. They must know, right? When I turn up like this, they must go around the corner and go, he's rather patronising, isn't he? Yes, he is. He is condescending to us, talking down to us, isn't he? Yes, he's trying rather hard. That's what she said, careful. And we tried to do the whole job in a week, right? They wanted to get it done in a week. So at one point, they were all in the living room. Now, our living room is underneath our kitchen with this little squeezy house on a hill. And all 5 of them were downstairs in the living room having a chat, right? So there was a chippy, a sparky. You've got another lingo. There was whatever the a plumber is. Cheeky dolphin. I don't know. Splash Harry. And a bender? That's unlikely, I think. and a gaffer, and a spaffer, which is my word for a plasterer. I've made that up myself, you're welcome. Spaff, 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 it's harder than it looks. So all 5 of them were in there, and I went in to offer them a coffee, right? And I panicked, because I didn't know how to address them together. And I walked in, and I went, all right, men. I don't know why I said that. I think I was going to go for lads, and then I bailed out halfway through the sentence. I said, men, as if I'm the brigadier at the back of the battlefield on a white horse. And I'm expecting you, obviously, to die tomorrow in your hundreds of thousands. But for now, can I offer you a coffee? So they all said yes. So 2 minutes later, I'm standing upstairs in the kitchen, at the worktop, in front of a coffee pod machine I already feel bloody guilty about. And I've got 5 pods on the worktop in front of me, thinking, am I really going to chuck 5 pods at these bastards, right? What if they want another coffee later on? They're here all week. This is going to bankrupt me, right? I'm going to have to kill another relative. They're not the usual pods, is my point. They're from a special collection called simply Regime. And so I've got the 5, I scoot them up, I've got 5 pods in one hand, I've got a jar of dirty instant coffee in the other hand, and I'm looking from one to the other, trying to make my mind up. When I look up, and one of the builders is standing on a ladder looking in through the kitchen window. There is no other thought I could possibly have been contemplating. I ended up having to do a sort of extended improvised act out to my wife, who was not in the building, saying to her out loud, oh, all right, darling, what have you done there? What are you doing getting this instant muck? Nothing but the best for my boys. Sorry.
So, like, during last Halloween, she wanted to go to a pumpkin patch with me. But I didn't grow up with a pumpkin patch. Like, I don't know what the pumpkin patch is. But I was like, all right, let's go to the pumpkin patch. So we went to the pumpkin patch. You know what I realized about the pumpkin patch? It's just people taking pictures with a vegetable. That's pretty much it, right? It's a zoo for vegetables. And I didn't grow up with that concept, because back in Venezuela, my dad never took me to the supermarket with a camera. I'd be like, hey, Francisco, stand next to the bananas. Like, they're not ready. Which, by the way, that shows you like what a first world country is, right? To go to a field of food just to take pictures? What the f***? That's amazing, right? I would love to take one of my cousins that are living in Venezuela right now. I'd be like, look, we're gonna go to the US and I'm gonna take you to a pumpkin patch. And my cousin's like, yeah, let's go to the pumpkin patch. And we get there, and it's like Willy Wonka and the chocolate factory, right? I'm like Willy Wonka, I'm like, come with me. And you'll be in a first world of pure gentrification. And my cousin's like, wow, so many pumpkins. I'm gonna eat that one, and I'm gonna eat that one. I'm like, oh, no. We take pictures here, Charlie. But you can pick one pumpkin, or we can take that one home. Ah, okay, because we eat it at home. No, we make a scary face out of it. Wait, so when do we eat the pumpkin? We never eat the pumpkin. We let it rot outside. Welcome to the first world.
It was so much easier to make friends when you're a kid, right? I remember when I was 6, Craig moved in next door. He was 6. We were both just like, oh, age and proximity. That's all we need. Best friends for life. Some guy my age moves in next door to me now. I'm like, if this guy talks to me, I will be furious. It's so easy to hang out when you're a kid. You just invite him over to play. You don't even have to be specific. He always comes over. We always have a great time. And we're always mad to be called for dinner. Do you remember liking life that much? That you're annoyed about dinner? Always asking to be excused. Please, can I go back to my life? How much eating do we have to do in this house? Kids hate meals and bedtime. That's all I have now. Right? I call those the big two. And if I ever do hang out with another male friend now, it's never playful anymore. It's always like, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. You want to get together and eat? We could like talk and eat. Best case scenario, there's a big game on TV. We don't even have to speak. We can just watch other men playing. They're playing well. I love that. Don't you love it when our favorite men play well? They always play better when they play together, huh? That play was unbelievable. Let's touch hands. That was so nice. Maybe after this we could play. Yeah, no, you're right. We ate a lot. Sleep would be incredible. You're always right. You're my best friend. I'll see you again in 2 years. Sometimes I don't think we give kids enough credit for how traumatic grade school is. Remember 6th grade, phys ed, run a 7-minute mile in street clothes? And then just straight to math. Shouldn't have worn hiking boots today. Smells like a locker room in here. You kids ready to learn about parabolas? My heart rate is parabolic. Recess is right after lunch because that's how digestion works. Yeah. Yeah, now that you've had spaghetti with milk. Seems like a good time to go run around in a parking lot. They all puked again. Good thing we have our one janitor. I think if I'd live one day on a grade school schedule, it would be the worst day of my adult life. Starting the day at 6 a.m., standing on a street corner in the rain, waiting on a bus with no seatbelts or schedule. Jostles you to homeroom. That's your coffee, is the jostle. Homeroom, you're not allowed to speak. No phones, no music, no gum. Do I have any human rights? No speaking. Now pledge your loyalty to your country. Go on, pledge how much you love America. I'm 7. And admit that there's a God. Admit that there's one God. Go ahead. My parents are agnostic. Well, I won't tell them. Go ahead. Admit that there's one God, and you can say it quiet. All right, you're free to go to first period U.S. history as taught by the JV football coach. Enjoy his unique perspective. A lot of hot takes on the Constitution. A lot of gun stuff in the pop quiz. Old Coach Hines. Coach Hines, he would time you for getting water. Kids stand in line and he would go 1, 2, 3, time. That's all the water you get as a child. Is a fast 3 seconds. I think kids are going through school dehydrated. If he liked you, he'd go 1, 2, 3, and time. That's if he liked you. Yeah.
Last year for spring break, we did Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Been to Gatlinburg? If you've never been, let me tell you about it, all right? Gatlinburg is an American Indian word. It means land of the couples that wear matching airbrush t-shirts. I don't know if that's accurate, but it's accurate. And they always pick the same design, too. This is what it looks like. It's a silhouette of a much skinnier couple than the people who are wearing the t-shirts. And on the shirt, this couple, they're holding hands. They're in love, you guys. Their feet are in the sand. They're under a palm tree. There's a rainbow sunset on what is clearly the ocean in the background. Then they just write Gatlinburg across the top so that you know which of the islands in the Smoky Mountains that they visited, right? They're not smart people. But it's great for people watching. If you like to people watch, this is your spot, okay? I don't know if you enjoy it or not, but man, there's no better hobby. It's free. You know, you just sit there with someone you love and talk about the trash walking by for a couple hours, right? Gatlinburg is prime pickings. I mean, there's not that much white trash in a dumpster behind a paper plate factory. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's special. I love people watching so much, I take pictures when I do it and trade them with my friends like they're baseball cards. Now, if you're into something like that, let me just give you a tip. Make sure that the flash and the sound on your phone are turned off, which I know sounds like a no-brainer. Guys, I've been doing this a long time. I messed up bad. I'm in line for security at the airport. I'm going this way. Coming at me is a gentleman. Hawaiian shirt, shaved face, but out of the top of his shirt was this perm, I don't know the right, a tuft. It was the brightest, whitest, bushiest chest hair I've ever seen in my life. And I've been to Sarasota. This was next level, dude. It was teased, possibly bleached. He looked like a Build-A-Bear whose neck had been slit to send a message to the other Build-A-Bears to pick it up because numbers are down, right? And I knew if I didn't get a picture of him, I wasn't going to be able to sleep that night. But here's the rub. I couldn't do it from this distance and this angle. No one's going to see how awesome it is. If I want some likes, I got to time it so that when he's passing by, I can get that side view, you know, the profile. So to do that, I have a face I make. It's very simple. The only thing I'm trying to convey with this face is what? I'm just checking Twitter, even though my phone's kind of pointed in your general direction. He stops right here. I hit the button. It's like, blick, flash. I was like, there's a Pokemon on your shoulder, sir. Just hold on. We'll get it. Just be careful, okay? The other tip, if you're going to take pictures while you people watch, is to make sure that you have a full battery. Charge up. Because that's what happened to me in Gatlinburg when I went to go people watching. I was at my favorite spot to do it there, which is the old-fashioned candy kitchen. I love that place, because no matter what time of day you show up, you're going to see the same thing. There's going to be a hillbilly pressed up against the window who can't figure out how they're making taffy on the other side of the window, and it's the greatest day of their life. They're just like, what? Nuh-uh. Hey, come look. Come look. It's where they make it. The taffy for Cracker Barrel. Yes, right here. I don't know how they do it, even though I can see the whole process. This is... I saw her standing there a block away. The Mickey Mantle rookie card of people watching. I got so excited, I was like, I've heard about you. Oh, you are coming home with me. Easy, girl. Easy, girl. I'm not going to hurt you. Got close enough to take the picture, press the button, just a dead battery sign. What? No! I scared her. She ran back into Ripley's, believe it or not. Believe it or not. And I just sat down on the bench right there in between the Pancake Pantry and Fanny Farkle's arcade. I was so mad. You know, all this time I tracked her. I just let her get away. I wish I could pull up a picture so you could see how awesome she was, but I can't because I was careless. So I'll just describe her as best I can. She had early 1990s hair. You remember that look? Pulled back tight in a ponytail, but in the front. In today's news, that thing defied all logic and gravity. I always wondered how that was formed, you know? Because I always only ever saw the finished product, and then I showed up too early for homecoming one year. And there she was in front of the big mirror. So that was that lady's hair, okay? She was so perfect. She looked like someone that might frequent a Long John Silver's / Kentucky Fried Chicken, the 2-in-1 fast food restaurant. You ever go to one of those places? Another great spot for people watching. I don't know what it is, but the average redneck brain cannot process that there are two businesses operating behind one counter and sharing the menu space above. And the first time they see it, it just catches them off guard. They're like, okay, could I get a... Okay, what happened here? Am I in a food court? Like, what? I want chicken. I can order from both of them. It's the same company. Oh, I didn't. Okay. Wow. Okay, well, I'm getting a family meal deal. I get 2 sides. Could I get a side from this side and then a side from that side? I can? Okay. Well, extra biscuits. I knew that before I came in here. And what does Long John Silver's have? Hush puppies. Ooh, can I do that? 2 breads? I can? Oh, yeah. Let's go there. And I was wondering, like, what is the big thing here, you know? Because I know that you think I'm joking just for the sake of doing comedy. I'm not, okay? Sit by the register in one of these 2-in-1 fast food spots. 10 minutes tops, you'll hear a sentence that has never been formed in the history of words. It's because there's too many options, and people aren't prepared, and they get up there, and then a line forms behind them, and they get nervous, and they're like, do green beans go with tacos? Like, I don't even know what I'm looking at. It's the best. It really is the best. If you're gonna do it, and I recommend you do it, just make sure half of wherever you go is Long John Silver's, because that is the place that brings them out, okay? At any Long John Silver's, you will hear a grown man ask for extra crumbs, which I feel is just a new low for our society. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Long John Silver's is a fast food seafood restaurant. And what they do is they take chicken and fish and they dip it in a batter and then they put it in the fryer. And when they flip it out of the fryer, little pieces of that batter break off. And then a pile of all those little pieces form. And then people go, hey man, could I get a scoop of the stuff that thing's been laying on? You can put some of that in my treasure chest? And when I heard it, I was like, did that guy just ask for more crumbs? She pushes a button on the register. Boop, crumbs, 10 cents. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. What? How often does this happen? I mean, I thought I could be witnessing the first time in the history of Long John Silver's where some guy's like, I'm so embarrassed to tell you this, but I'm a little short on cash. I got a long drive ahead of me. I'm so hungry. Could you just, I don't know, put some of that stuff into a cup? I could snack on it. No. It happens so much. It has been programmed into the register. Think about that. If whatever you want to call that stuff has its own button, which I'm pretty sure we'll all agree was not in their original business plan. That tells me there was a day that something happened. At some Long John Silver somewhere, something happened to bring us to where we are. And as a people watcher, I'm just sad I wasn't there to see it. Because I pictured it in my head 1,000 times, right? Some toothless manager just comes storming out of the back. Hey! Somebody's gonna have to start paying for these crunchies, all right? I can't be giving this stuff away. I mean, if everybody's gonna ask for it, we gotta figure something out, all right? I don't know how to make it. It's an accident. Y'all just love free stuff. That's why we got rid of tartar sauce pumps and switched to packets. 2 per customer. Y'all were just pumping it right into your boats. Nobody needs that much tartar sauce. Nobody. I'm sick of it. And he tries to slam that door, but it's that metal kitchen door, right? Now you can just hear him in the back. I ain't settling down, Ricky. I'm sick of this. They don't pay me to put up with it. I'm so mad my hand's shaking. I'm supposed to bowl tonight. Now what? I'm done. I said it before, but I mean it this time. I'm done. You watch. As soon as I can afford that lift kit and them Luke Bryan tickets, you ain't ever gonna see me again. I'm out. Well, of course I'm going. Florida-Georgia line's opening. I ain't gonna miss that show. They're the only 2 dudes that even settle me down right now. You do that? All right. Well, then you take the Nelly part. You make me wanna roll my window. Look, you're kind. You're very kind. All we just learned is that I've thought way too much about an incident at a Long John Silver's that probably never happened. It's just, I'm obsessed. I just have so many questions about that company. I do. I think it's run by potheads. I'll say it. I think that's how they come up with their ideas. They get together, they get baked. They're like, Carl, what do you got? He's like, there have been several occasions where I was like, I want fried chicken and pizza at the same time. But I was not capable of driving to 2 different places. That's a great idea, Carl. We could put both of them in here. 2 and 1, cut the rent in half. I love it. Yes, Ricky, I've always wanted to make taco shells out of Doritos. That's what I'm talking about. That might be the best idea to ever come out of one of these summits. Taco Bell is amazing. You guys like Taco Bell? Yeah, that's a very polarizing restaurant. No one's ever on the fence about Taco Bell. You just say it and people are like, absolutely, or hard pass, which is a constipation joke, but also a firm no. I respect Taco Bell because they know what I just said. They know if you're gonna eat there, you're gonna eat there. You ever seen a commercial for Taco Bell? Never makes sense. Doesn't have to. Doesn't affect the bottom line. They'll put out a product that has the exact same ingredients as 6 other products on their current menu. They just change the name or shape of it and try to make you feel dumb when you call them out on it. They're like, you've never had this. This is seasoned steak, lettuce, cheese, tomatoes, and sour cream encased in a flour tortilla. How does that sound? I mean, it sounds like a steak burrito. Well, it's not. One more time for the new guy. All right, steak burrito. See it right here? It's rolled up. Big deal. This, guys, what we did here is we fold in the sides and we press it with a t-shirt iron. What is so hard to understand about the technology we've invested to make crunch wraps? That's it. They make up food names. Like, those things don't exist. There's no such thing as a crunch wrap. Their dessert menu's a joke. They just take other desserts you've heard of and change it a little bit. They're like, we're the only ones that have Cinnabon bites. Isn't that just a cut up Cinnabon? I mean, yeah, but we cut it up for you, okay? You could say gracias. My bad. Is there like a cool container you're gonna serve them to me in? No, man, it's just a drink cup. But we gave it a Slurpee lid so you could cut your fingers trying to get the ones off the bottom. So, de nada. I remember several years ago, the Hostess company went bankrupt, and then a month later, an unknown entity saved them from bankruptcy. I thought for sure it was Taco Bell. I was waiting on that commercial forever, right? It's the Twinkie burrito. We have stuffed a Twinkie full of taco meat. Some people are like, ooh. Potheads are like, absolutely. Sir, would you like Twinkie cream or sour cream? I don't care if it's coffee cream. I would just like my Twinkie burrito some fire sauce, 2 Ho-Ho Lupas, and a Mountain Dew. I would like the Baja.
There's a reason why we're doing this special in Lexington, Kentucky. Jif is made here. Yeah. Jif is the best peanut butter, okay? It's the best peanut butter. Our motto was, choosy moms, choose Jif. Choosy moms, not all moms, okay? Let's say maybe you're a mom who drinks in the afternoon and goes to the casino and forgets to pick up your kids from school. If that's the case, by all means, buy Peter Pan, okay? That's a better product for you, all right? Like, Peter Pan, come on, their mascot is a boy who refused to grow up. Maybe he couldn't grow up because he was malnourished, because he was eating that garbage peanut butter named after a cartoon character. Peter Pan can fly because he has hollow bones. There's no nutrients in Peter. Now listen, I'm gonna talk a lot about peanut butter, okay? It's an important subject, but I need to address something up top. It's been a rough year for Jif, okay? If you guys don't know what happened, we had a problem. Some people, barely any, like 14, got some salmonella, okay? And they traced it back to Jif, okay? And Jif did the right thing. They pulled it off the shelves nationwide. They pulled it all off, and I feel bad about it. I mean, I didn't do it, all right? But like, I wish I could go back 20 years when I worked there and say, like, hey, if you guys are thinking about coming up with some sort of a raw chicken-flavored peanut butter, don't. Like, it's a bad idea, you know? Like, and just so you know, like, that happened in 2006 with Peter Pan. They had the same thing, you know. They had a recall, salmonella. Just this year, Skippy had some metal particles in their peanut butter, and they had to pull it off the shelves. And you guys are like, well, Greg, it's never happened with organic peanut butter. Yeah, that's because they've only sold like 30 jars of that stuff, right? You know what I'm talking about? The organic peanut butter? It's got like an inch of oil on the top of it. Looks like a science project on the grocery shelves. You know, well, Greg, that's how peanut butter naturally settles. Well, then cover it up. Nobody wants to see that. Yeah? Greg, your peanut butter has preservatives in it. That's why it doesn't do that. Yeah, that's exactly why it doesn't do that. Yeah? Maybe we're trying to preserve people's appetites, right? Like, Greg, you just take a knife and you stir the jar and the oil goes away. Oh, now I'm supposed to help you make the peanut butter? Why don't you just hand me a bag of peanuts and a hammer next time? I'll smash them up myself. Me eater, you maker. Now listen, there's probably somebody out there, and you know, your mom made you eat organic peanut butter when you were growing up. If that's the case, obviously, you were homeschooled. You know, yeah. That's why you're homeschooled. Your mom did not want you to go to school and sit next to the Jif kid and have that kid be like, hey, there's another way to live. You know, like, and maybe you're a parent, okay? Maybe you're a parent and you force your child to eat organic peanut butter. And if that's the case, I'm not gonna tell you how to raise your own kid. I am gonna gently suggest that you at least expose them to some different peanut butter, you know, before you send them off into the world. Because I don't know if you've ever seen an organic peanut butter kid go off the deep end. It is not pretty. Okay, these kids, they spend 18 years eating it, then they go off to college. They have one bite of a Jif sandwich. 6 weeks later, they're passed out on a park bench with Nutter Butters all over their face. We got a lot of that business at Jif. We didn't want it. That's blood money right there. We took it. But, you know. Now, the company that I work for was called Procter & Gamble, okay? They don't own Jif anymore. You know who owns Jif? Smuckers. Smuckers owns peanut butter and jelly. If these guys ever get a hold of bread. Now the government will step in. That's an illegal monopoly. That's Sherman antitrust, I think. I mean, you can't own a whole sandwich. This country was founded on principles, right? I mean, I'll be honest. I was a big deal, you know, in the. Ma'am, I was, all right? Like, I was a big deal in the peanut butter game, okay? I was part of some stuff that I'm sure you'll remember. I was part of the team that launched the first low salt, low sugar peanut butter into the category. It was called Simply Jif. It was targeted towards diabetics. I wanted to call it Type 2 Peanut Goo, but... I liked it, you know. I always felt guilty because we charged the same for crunchy as we did for creamy, which, if you think about it, the crunchy, like, we didn't finish making that. If you went to the plant, the crunchy guys are probably getting off work at noon, and the creamy guys are still smashing up peanuts at 5:30. The savings should have been passed on to you, and I still lose sleep over it. I'm a purist, I'll just tell you right now. I'm a peanut butter purist. I think there should be creamy and crunchy, and that's about it, you know? Like, there's a lot of new flavors in peanut butter. They're getting fancy. I don't care for it. Like, Peter Pan has honey roasted peanut butter. If I know those guys, they're just grinding up bees and stirring them in there. Like, and I mean, even Jif, my company, they're doing some stuff I don't care for. I mean, they're getting fancy. They have an Omega Jif. Omega Jif. Omega, that's fish oil. They're putting fish in peanut butter, and they're wondering how they got salmonella. Like, what kind of fish was it? Salmon, maybe? What? Are you guys not seeing what I'm seeing here? Like... I mean, I know a lot of stuff. I mean, just so you know, like the main size in peanut butter, that's 18 ounce, okay? That's where the deals are. That's where the wars are fought. That's where we go head to head, you know? There's a 28 ounce, there's a 40 ounce, but the deals are, they're 18 ounce. And like, if you went to Kroger right now and you bought an 18 ounce jar of Jif, it would probably cost you about $3.19. You know, back to school, maybe 2 for $3. If that happens, stock up. It's not coming around for another year. All right? Like, I ran a deal one time, Columbus, Ohio, 200 Kroger stores, 18 ounce Jif, 99 cents. Yeah, I did that. It'll never happen again. Never. Even the bad moms bought Jif that week. Mama, this peanut butter tastes better. Don't get used to it, boy. I ain't giving up cigarettes and I ain't giving up Red Bull. So when it's gone, it's gone. That was a unchoosy mom. Like, I'm sure you've all seen an unchoosy mom at the grocery store, right? Like yelling at their kid or something. Like, choosy! I wasn't choosy when I met your daddy. I ain't about to start with no peanut butter. You better put that brand name peanut butter back on the shelf, or I might choose to leave you in the parking lot. Like I did your brother. You didn't know you had a brother, did you?
As a New Yorker, I travel a lot more now, and like the more I travel, the more I'm starting to see New York a little differently, and I don't like it. You know what I mean? Like, you travel outside of New York, you start to pick up on things. Like that first day back is rough. I get back, I get off my flight, I look around, I'm like, it is kind of nasty. I don't want to feel that way about my city, man. But I go to other places and I'm like, there's no trash around your trees. Where do you guys keep your trash? In bins? That's disgusting. I don't touch my trash. And it's happening more often now because I'm traveling more, and which is so expensive, by the way. Like, if you're buying flights, it's ridiculous. I'm going to Wisconsin, $700 That's what I said, $50 at the most. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should pay me to get on that flight. Like, why? What cheese enthusiast is ruining this for the rest of us? I thought it was ridiculous. I checked every airline, because that's what you do, right? I was like, I must be hallucinating. This can't, even Spirit, I ain't got no shame. Like, all of them. If you look at Spirit Airlines, you are in a financial situation, right? That I feel like anybody can relate to, you know what I mean? Like, it's not just an airline, it defines an economic era of our lives and should be respected as such. And it's always a bad choice. Look, Spirit is always I'll hit you with the double negative. It's never not a bad choice. You know it is. You know it's a bad choice, because you see the price right there, and you still gotta talk yourself into that flight. Because I saw the price, I was like, woo! $27, that's less than I thought. I started giving myself reasons. I was like, come on now, nobody's hijacking a Spirit plane. Like, you're safe. Even if someone did, every passenger on that flight would be like, you thought you was the only one that bought a gun? Like, you really thought? It's a Spirit Airlines, sir. Nuck if you buck, Hans Gruber. It doesn't matter where I go, as soon as people find out that I'm a New Yorker, they feel compelled to tell me how they feel about New York. Right? Like, I don't ask. But they always tell me, and it's usually some cliche thing, you know, they'll be like, New Yorkers are mean. And here's the thing, we're not mean, we're aggressively kind. Right? We're very misunderstood. I always tell people, get lost in New York City, the first person that will help you is a New Yorker. Guaranteed. Guaranteed, because we can't stand lost-looking people. Like, we hate your lost-looking faces. I'm not even gonna lie to you. We see them at the, like, right at the subway map, just like, Is it uptown? Is it downtown? What's midtown? Literally the middle. I just picture them like panicked at the map, and then like out of the darkness, they hear a voice. Where you trying to go? That is one word in New York City. Where you trying to go? No breaks. You've been looking at the map for 5 minutes. Where you trying to go? I'm trying to help you get out of my way. You've been in my way 5 minutes. Look at this map. Such a wild thing, man. And people in New York, like, here's the thing about New York City. Like, if you have a bad time in New York City, I feel like that's because you didn't know the rules before you got here. You gotta know the rules before you get here, man. Every city has rules, right? And one of the cardinal rules of New York City, mind your business. It should say that when you land in New York. Welcome to New York, mind your business. Right? That's what forget about it means. It means forget what you just saw. Because what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but what happens in New York never happened. Why are you snitching? Like, why would you say anything? I had to teach my husband this lesson. My husband is a white boy from the Midwest. Thank you so much. I'm a Puerto Rican girl from the South Bronx, man. Like, I know we got Puerto Ricans here. Hey. Yeah. What up, probably my cousins? I'm just saying, let's do a 23andMe later and get weird. That's the thing, I'm not gonna lie to you. As a Puerto Rican girl from the South Bronx, I didn't think I could bag a white boy from the Midwest. I thought I was too aggressive. Because I don't know how to soft flirt. You know what I mean? Like, you know how some girls can like really cute flirt? Not me. I'm New York aggressive with it. I'd be like, yo, I like you, son. You trying to do this? Hey, yo, you trying to smash? Turns out he liked it. He was like, I'm scared, I'm gonna follow her. But I'm not gonna lie to you, man, moving from the Midwest to New York, what a culture shock. I couldn't start him in the South Bronx, you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't. That's not a starter borough, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's... Right? We don't start people in the Bronx, we end them. Don't shoot the messenger. Although we do, we shoot the messenger. Nobody getting messages. But we found a nice starter borough, Astoria, Queens, great starter borough, right? We moved there, man, I showed him all the artisan coffee shops. I was like, look, your people did that. We moved to this nice, quiet neighborhood, or so we thought. Till one day we were driving around and a fight broke out in the middle of the street. 2 grown men started beating the crap out of each other. And my sweet Midwestern husband was like, oh no. I should do something. I was like, if you don't roll up your window right now, I'll fist fight you myself. I was like, what you gonna do, Captain America? You gonna fight 2 grown men? You have psoriatic arthritis, take a seat. I'll tell you what's about to happen. I'm about to watch you get jumped. That's what's about to happen. And I'm gonna watch, because I know how to mind my business. I already learned. This is your lesson, baby, not mine. It wasn't like that when we first got to the neighborhood. When we first got to the neighborhood, the hottest beef on the block were 2 businesses that were at war with each other. It was a health food store and a bagel shop. And the health food store started selling bagels. That's what I said. Here's the thing, they could have sold their bagels in secret. That would have been the respectable thing to do. But they put out a sign. Right, and the sign said, we sell organic bagels. So the bagel shop put out a sign. And their sign said, there's no such thing as organic bagels. I saw that, I was like, the block is hot. It's hot in these streets. My favorite thing is like, people still, no matter how crazy it is in New York, people still want to come to New York. They still want to come. People dream of coming to New York. They always tell me it's my dream of going to New York City. And we know why. New Yorkers, we know why. You want something crazy to happen. You want to see something wild. You want your weird New York story. I always tell them, come. It'll happen. We aim to please. The homeless will always provide. I'm sorry, the unhoused. Cupcake? Cupcake? I don't know. I realized that that's our PC term now, is unhoused. And look, I was an English major in college. I'm down to play with language. Let's do this. But we can talk about unhoused, can't we? It's goofy. I'll tell you why. Number one, that's the same word. You can't convince me otherwise. I have a thesaurus. You ain't gonna lie to me. And 2, it sounds worse. Right? Homelessness sounds like a situation that could not have been prevented. Unhoused sounds like somebody just rolled up on them. And was like, I'll be taking this. And no more house for you. The second I heard it, I was like, what an elitist, privileged way of describing a situation, right? Right, you can hear it right away. Did you hear about Janice? She was recently unhoused. That's the kind of word that is only used to make the speaker of said word feel better about acknowledging a situation they know nothing about. It just makes them uncomfortable to acknowledge it, so they created a word as a buffer, but there's no progress in that word. There is no help in that word. And if you've ever lived in that situation, then there are a bunch of words you would have used instead of that word. Like, I was shocked. I was like, nobody thought of nomad? That's my first choice. Can you imagine you roll up on a homeless person? What up, my nomadic brother? Way to stay off the grid, man. I, too, am anti-establishment. Some of the words, honestly, some of the changes, I'm okay with. You know what I mean? Some of the changes I think are pretty brilliant. I know a lot of people are upset with all the PC language, but I find it kind of entertaining. Like, did you know on social media now, they're calling smoking weed gardening? I love it. Oh, it makes me sound so much more productive. I've been gardening all day. Gardening helps me deal with people. You know, it doesn't matter how crazy New York gets, it's still a vibe. It's still a city that has its energy. Man, when you think about it, even when COVID hit, we were the epicenter. Even COVID came through like, oh, New York is lit. COVID was like, if I can make it here, I can make it anywhere. Lived its best life. I remember when they released us, from COVID captivity. We got rid of that 6 feet of personal space day one. Day one, it was gone, man. We couldn't wait. I know, because I got on the subway, and within 2 seconds, I had a guy this close. Right in my face like that. I was like, sir, we're the only 2 people on this train. I feel like there's a lot of options you're not taking. But where you trying to go? I thought he was lost for like a second. Maybe he thought I was the map.
I wish I could go back and play sports. I wish I could wrestle. I wish I could go back and not college. Like, college is just too hard. It was too hard. Even when I won, I was like, I don't feel good, coach. But high school sports, that was awesome. High school sports. I think high school sports are just the funnest thing in the world. But they're different today. Like, it's not the same. Like, the sports are different. They don't have the same sports. Do you know the state of Illinois has high school fishing? They do. I'm not lying. It's a school sport like football or baseball. They're like, we're going to beat you guys in Friday night in fishing. Like, they have a state championship for fishing sanctioned, which means there's got to be fishing coaches. I'm going to guess they're similar to the coaches I had. Well, you boys embarrass yourselves out there on that lake today. Hayes got his hook caught in a tree. Jansen pulled a shoe out of the lake. And Martin, you couldn't catch a fish in the seafood department at the grocery store. If I was a fish, I'd feel safe around every one of you. All right, everybody. Hands in, fish on 3. If there's a high school fishing coach, somewhere out there, there is an assistant high school fishing coach, and I never wanted to meet somebody so bad in my life. Guys, we're going to have a tackle box inspection at 9 a.m. And you better have all your hooks and you better have all your lures, or you're not going to get on that school bus. I can tell you that right now. Bobby Henderson, I found a half of a ham sandwich in your tackle box. That's not how a fisherman treats his equipment, son. You think Bake Winkleman has a half of a ham sandwich in his tackle box? You think Bill Dance has any kind of a sandwich in his tackle box? That's all I got, Coach. Back to you. You know the parents are involved too. Coach, my boy deserves to be starting on this fishing team. You got him sitting there on the shore. Put him in the boat, Coach. Put him in the boat. Put my boy in that boat. He ready for a back issue of Field and Stream. He don't even read the field parts, just Stream. That's all he looks at, Coach. You better put my boy in that boat, Coach. Fishing's in his blood. I had him tying hooks when he was 2 years old. They told me, don't give a sharp object to a toddler, but he had his tetanus, so I gave it to him, and it stuck him. It stuck him a couple of times. So when I tell you it's in his blood, it's in his blood, Coach. It's in his blood. Put my boy in that boat. You think they have fishing cheerleaders? Be patient. Be patient. Shut up, Charlene. You're scaring the fish. Catfish, crappie, smallmouth bass. Your outboard motor's out of gas. We've got worms. Yes, we do. We've got worms. How about you? Bang, bang, choo-choo train. Come on, anglers, do that thing. Hook it, reel it, weigh it, now throw it back. Bang, bang, choo-choo train. Come on, anglers, do that thing. You didn't think it was going to be that kind of show, did you? We got it all. You don't know how much training I had to do that. It's real though. I'm not like they have high school fishing teams. Like it's like they have college fishing teams. They have scholarships to college for fishing. Somewhere, there's a dad that's like, sit down, son. They cut my hours at the mill today. I can't afford to send you to college. You want to make it out of this town? You're going to have to fish your way out. I met a high school fishing coach from Illinois, and I had a lot of questions. I did. I go, I assume it's a spring sport. He goes, well, we practice all year round. I was like, it's Illinois. You don't, you know? He goes, in the winter, we practice indoors. Where? Tell me it's not the swimming pool. That's not fair to the swim team. That's why they made that pool. Like, Coach, one of your anglers hooked my best butterflyer. It's partially his fault. He's a sucker for spinnerbait, but I mean, come on, Coach. We're supposed to share this pool. You like it? Bang, bang. They told me I wasn't moving my hips enough in practice. Is it? Bang, bang, choo, choo. It's not. They have other weird sports. The state of Texas has high school barbecue. I know they do. They do. Like I don't think it's like as prevalent as fishing, you know. But but there's teams that like high school teams that barbecue against each other. And I'm going to tell you right now, I would have played that sport. Like that would have been. I would have quit wrestling so fast to go out for a barbecue. I love I would have done one. I would like, Coach, I want to be on this team. I'll do what it takes. I'll start on chicken or turkey. Like you don't have to. I don't have to do the big stuff now. Put me on sides. Put me on sides, Coach. I'll be on the mac and cheese squad. I don't care. Like I want to earn my way. I love barbecue, man. I love it. I love it so much, man. I travel every week and I go to a barbecue place every town. And before you start, I'm not gonna listen to you. Like I don't ask locals anymore because they don't want you to go somewhere close. Like it's never like, hey man, I saw this place. It was right by my hotel. I'm gonna go to this bar. You don't want to go there. You don't.
You don't want to go there. That's not real barbecue. You don't want to go there. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to get on the freeway. You're going to go about 45 miles, okay? You're going to come to a rusted down mailbox. You make a right there on a gravel road, and you just keep going till it ends. There's a man that lives in a dirt hole. Now, he comes out of that hole every Thursday morning with a brisket. That's some barbecue right there. That's some barbecue. He don't take money. You got to give him baseball cards, but I'm going to tell you what, like that's some barbecue right there. Stick with me. I love barbecue, I do, and I go a lot. But here's my main problem with barbecue restaurants. It's the only business where it's just fine for them to not have the stuff that they say they're gonna have. Like, they're smug about it. They're not sorry. Like, they're smug. They'll be like, can I get some ribs? You want ribs? You want ribs? At 3:30 in the afternoon? Son, we ain't had ribs since 11:05. They line up for these ribs. You can't just come in here in the afternoon looking for some ribs. I mean, they line up. They line up for these ribs. Billy, we got a boy out here that says he wants some ribs. I don't know who's gonna bring it to him. Maybe Santa Claus or the Easter Bunny. Just give me the ribs. Make some more. Like, you're a business.
I celebrate the differences between Jews and non-Jews. If you don't think there are differences, you're out of your mind. There are. If you don't believe me, go to Home Depot. Go to Home Depot. Home Depot is a code. It means Jews, you have no business shopping in here. Everyone that's not Jewish walks in there, they know exactly what they need. I need a 3x2 bite pipe with reversible threading and a drip clamp, and the guy's gone. Jews walk into Home Depot, they look constipated. And then a half hour, does anybody work here? Does anybody work here out of pity, out of Rachmanis? They come over to help us. What are you looking for there, Jew? And we have no idea what the stuff's even called. I'm looking for the thing that goes inside. It's the piece that goes in before you put the other, you screw in the piece that's in. Oh, an anchor, that's it, an anchor. Beth, it's called an anchor. Yes, my neighbor, the guy, is gonna help me put shelves up, which is one of the nicest ways to use the word guy. Anti-Semitism. That's your segue. Anti-Semitism. Jamie, that's hating Jews more than you're allowed. Anti-Semitism is at another level now. It's like it's like hidden anti-Semitism. You know, back in the day, you saw a guy with a yarmulke, you punched him. Today it's not original anymore. Now it's hidden anti-Semitism. Every time you do those COVID health questionnaires on your phone, you go, no, 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 I accept. You go to the next page. Has anybody ever read those questions? In the past 14 days, have you felt achy and phlegmy and nauseous, and your ears are ringing, your back's hurting, by your knees a little? Every Jew wakes up every morning with at least 4 COVID symptoms. Every morning we wake up. Sheila, come here, give a sniff. Yeah, I think it's COVID. You think it's COVID? It might be COVID. Cancel culture is anti-Semitic. Cancel culture is anti-Semitic. You say anything about Latinos, Asian, black, trans, gay, you're done, you're finished. There's no second chance. When someone says something bad against Jews, the worst that can happen is they make them visit a Holocaust museum. which is the stupidest idea in the world. You're taking someone who hates Jews into a Holocaust museum. They come out of there, wow! That was amazing! I want a t-shirt, a hat, something! They're onto something, help me out here! And why? Why does the world hate us? Why? We're the most tolerant nation in the world. We are. Don't look at me like that. We're the most tolerant nation. We are the only religion not recruiting. Think about that for a minute. Every other religion believes you have to join them or you don't get the world to come. The only thing we want is just leave us the hell alone. Just leave us the hell alone. Go do whatever you gotta do. Just leave us the hell alone. Think about it. Think about it. You want to become Christian or Catholic. You go to the church, the cathedral, speak to the priest, the father, whoever's not potchking with the kinderluch that day. You say to him, I want to become a Christian. In 2 seconds, oh, he died for your sins. He loves you. He's a cookie you wouldn't give your dog. And you're in. You want to become a Muslim? Even easier. You go to a mosque or a prison. And you say to the imam, I want to become a Muslim. In 2 seconds, and you're in. You're in. Want to become a Jew? Go to a rabbi. Hey, rabbi, I want to become a Jew. What's the first thing he says? No, you don't. The chutzpah to tell the guy, no, you don't. But they come again, really, rabbi, I want to become a Jew. It's not for you. And if they really, really, really want to become Jewish, they have to spend a whole year almost keeping the Sabbath. Like most of you. So I had an idea. If you want to become Jewish, it should be easier but harder. If you want to become Jewish, the only thing you have to do is fly. Fly from New York to Tel Aviv. And Tel Aviv back to New York. With 5 conditions. El Al. Israeli airline. Afternoon flight. Middle seat. No sleeping pill. Economy. Imagine what this poor soul will have to experience. On one side, some massive Israeli with hair coming out of everywhere. How you are, how you are. How are you, are you are. איך אומרים את זה? How you say, how are you are. How are you are. Or maybe you get a full-blown chassid that comes, the full outfit comes over to you. Hello. My name is Moshe Aaron Shleimi de Komisha Maloni. And for the next 12 hours, the only thing I'm gonna do is fakrazel mapayas. I'm gonna fakrazel mapayas for 12 hours straight. Just look like this, put a lot behind my ear. You're gonna think I stopped, but then I'm gonna fakrazel some more and fakrazel around my payas, and you're gonna wanna not look, but you can't not look. When they fakrazel their payas, it's mesmerizing. You fly back and forth and tell me you still want to be Jewish, I'll sign off on the paperwork. We are definitely tolerant, but we are the most judgy. We're very judgy. Jamie, I promise you, that everybody in this room at one point had this thought. Can you believe their entire holiday is looking for an egg in the backyard? If it makes them happy, let them look for the egg. That's how we view Easter, which begins at the same time as Passover. You want to know how Passover begins? We're in our kitchen with the lights off, holding a feather, a wooden spoon, and a candle, looking for a piece of bread that we hid. But this guy's looking for an egg and we can't handle it. And whenever you tell the crazy things we do to people who aren't Jewish, they're so accepting. They're so, oh really? Wait, what? Wait. So you swing the chicken over your head 3 times? Your sins go in the chicken's killed, and the sins are gone. Wow! It's genius! Is that how you guys do your taxes too? Yes! That chicken's tax deductible, now you're catching on! And then there's things that you just can't explain. There's things you just cannot explain. Like the Shabbos elevator. I'm not gonna lose you. The Shabbos elevator, it's an elevator that stops on every floor, Friday night to Saturday night. Every floor, whether you wanted to or not. And no one can explain it. It's because Jews can't work on the Sabbath. Well, it's not, you can't press, you can't. It's not, you can't make, so if you make, you can't make the connection before. It's not that nobody can explain the Sabbath. I promise you, no rabbi can explain the Shabbos elevator. And I personally believe, that the Shabbos elevator is what began World War II. Stay with me on this. Berlin, before the war, Friday night. Hitler and Goebbels walk into a building, they get in the elevator. What kind of an elevator is it? It's a Shabbos elevator. At first, Hitler was in a good mood. Oh, Goebbels, look at this. Someone has made a practical joke and they have pressed all the buttons in the elevator. Nein, mein Führer. Says this, someone says the Juden, why would the Jews quetsch all the buttons in the elevator? Because they can nicht machen Arbeit auf den Shabbos. Wo ist der Arbeitsquatsch? Nein, mein Führer. Der Quatsch ist das electrical connection machen von den Tieren rein, Häusbetriebe mit der Schiebelsregleine gewacht. By the time they hit the 39th floor, they were done. Done.
I wrote a joke a long time ago to try to shame myself into getting better shape, and it didn't take. I look exactly the same. I feel like I look okay from the front. I still feel good about my front profile look. Not as happy with the side. And for a long time, I didn't know what I looked like from the side. And then somebody took a picture of me when I was not wearing a shirt or sucking in my gut or aware that cameras were present. And that was a real eye-opener. That's when I realized that from the front, I look like a dude who lifts weights. From the side, I look like a dude who shouldn't because it's probably bad for the baby. A little rough in the middle. Part of the problem is I do work out, but I don't work out very hard. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't like to go to hardcore gyms. I'm never gonna be a CrossFit guy. I'm more of a YMCA guy. 'Cause I feel good about myself there. Right? I'm a realist. A lot of happiness in life has to do with putting yourself in favorable matchup situations. If I go to Gold's Gym or somewhere, I'm average at best. Right? YMCA, I dominate. My favorite gym I've ever worked out at was this old YMCA in Santa Monica, California. Nothing had been renovated there for probably 40 years, including most of the other members. It was like a nursing home gym. Those seniors respected my feats of strength. And they came from a classier generation that's quick to compliment, and I like all of that very, very much. Like a random ego stroke. One time I was doing the tricep press down, and this little old lady, Connie, was patiently waiting her turn, like a decent person. And then when she went to use the machine, she forgot to move the pin to a lighter weight, and she just kind of struggled for quite some time. And then she figured out what happened, and she turned to me and she goes, "My goodness, you just lifted that." Well, aren't you strong? I couldn't even move it. And I thought that was adorable. I also thought, of course you couldn't move it, Connie. Look at yourself. Like 90 pounds, old bird bones, paper mache. Are you kidding me, Con? I'm pre-gaming on creatine, whey protein shakes. You look like you're getting ready on hard candy and formaldehyde. Why don't you look at that fan, Connie? Look at it. I turn that fan to high, you're stuck to that wall. This is my gym, Connie! Part of the problem with not being in great shape is my nutrition program. It's not great. I live in a house full of a lot of mixed nutritional signals. My wife, she says she wants me to eat better, my wife Lindsay, but I don't necessarily believe it. Because her actions don't go along with her words. She'll say she wants me to eat healthier, but then she bakes me delicious treats. Because she loves me through food. I think it's competing instincts inside of her. Part of her does want me to, eat really well so I can live a long time and she doesn't have to die alone. But another part of her wants to fatten me up just enough so that no other woman will ever want me. Because that makes her feel secure and safe. But she'll do this ridiculous thing where she'll make my favorite treat. Like she'll make me chocolate chip cookies with like little walnut chunks, and then I'll start to eat them and she'll be like, Dan, what are you doing? How many of those are you going to have today? I was going for all of them. I'm sorry, I thought these were delicious cookies. I didn't realize you had baked me shame biscuits and guilt wafers. I was never supposed to do this. I was supposed to be a counselor. True. I got a degree in psychology, just a bachelor's degree, and then I thought, well, maybe before I go into grad school, I should, get some experience, see if I'm actually cut out for this. And I'm glad I did, because I am not cut out for that. I got a job just with a bachelor's doing like low-level counseling and learned right away that I'm a terrible counselor, mostly for two reasons. Turns out, can't stand complainers. Don't like all the whining. Don't like all the whining. Also, can't keep a secret. Like, the crazier their stories were, the more I wanted to tell them to my friends immediately. I'll change the names. Mostly, I think I studied psychology because I'm fascinated with characters, just different personalities. Like my favorite character years ago, it's still my favorite today, is the compulsive liar. Such an interesting brain, right? The person who lies even when it's easier to tell the truth. They just feel like they have to lie. A lot of people can't stand this personality, because they go about it the wrong way when they're talking to them. They try to pin them down in their lies, try to catch them in their lies. Don't do that. It's a losing battle. They will endlessly invent new lies to cover up old lies. No, the best thing you can do is just enjoy it, Just act really interested. Act like you believe all of their lies because it builds their confidence and the stories get better. Ask leading questions. Take the lies in directions you'd like them to go. These people are choose-your-own-adventure stories come to life. Best liar I've ever met was this guy named Rick. Years ago when I was going to college, and this guy, I loved to ask him about something I knew he didn't do, just to see where he would, go with it. Like he worked at this bar near campus, and if I knew he worked the day before, I could just go up to him like, "Hey, Rick, how was your fishing trip yesterday?" Oh, fishing. Oh, yeah. Good. Real good. Caught about 60 salmon. That is good. I would think 5 or 6 would be good, but 60, that's something else. That must have taken you all day to catch 60. It took me about an hour. As his lies got crazy, he would lean forward a little bit more. Make more eye contact, like his whole body was trying to tell you, do not call me on my crazy lies. I am hanging on by a thread! You caught a salmon a minute. For a whole hour. What kind of bait does one use? You know, do you just like, you know, crawl in the water and just grab it here? Bait? I catch salmon with my bare hands. What do you really, you just go in and grab it? I stand on a waterfall. And I wait for the salmon to try and jump and I just slap them to shore. You're like a grizzly bear. I have to fight off grizzlies while I catch my salmon. Like a man. I'm up there for an hour, just slap it down, go and get, punch a bear. Slap, go and get, kick a bear. Slap a slap, grab a bald eagle, fly to freedom when I'm done.
Where do you find the low-income whites of this great country of ours? 2 words, Waffle House. Waffle House seems to be a headquarters for the low-income whites. Or if you're in the middle of the country, it's called a Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrels are just upscale Waffle Houses. We're in Nashville. You have Waffle Houses and Cracker Barrels. Can you say sweet spot? What's your mindset when you go to a Cracker Barrel? I want the unhealthiest food sold in public, but I still want to impulse buy a rocking chair. Where can I do it? Does such a place exist? It does. It's called the Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrels are closing. Sorry, whites. Sorry, whites. Cracker Barrels are closing. Sorry, whites. I'm sorry, whites. But so are Red Lobsters. Sorry, blacks. Sorry, blacks. I'm sorry, blacks. That joke works better if there's more blacks in the room. Maybe someday, right, Nashville? We don't have Waffle Houses in the north where I live. I live in New York City. We have Starbucks. And I don't like Starbucks. I don't like the pretentious energy in Starbucks. You walk in, everybody's on their laptop. I guess writing their screenplay. You know what I think they're doing? I think they're laundering money. Something borderline illegal. So I walk past the pretentious people and I wait in line for the bathroom because I'm in my 50s. And that's what you do when you're in your 50s. You use the bathroom every place that you go. That's less of a joke, more of a medical fact. I don't know how it is here, but the Starbucks in New York, someone's always in the bathroom for a long time. It's one guy, he's really in there. I don't know what he's doing in there, but he's in there real good. I can tell you that. He's living his best life. I don't know if he's finishing college or starting a podcast, but he's in there. He's in there real good. And just when I think he's coming out, water starts coming from underneath the door, indicating that he's not coming out anytime soon. The last time I was at Starbucks, I was waiting in line for the bathroom. The man in front of me had a dog that was wearing a sweater. I hate it. It's so condescending. The dog looked like he went to a better college than I did. It looks like he could bite somebody and he's already dressed for court. The line's taking too long. I exit the line and now I'm waiting in the line for coffee, which is also very long, but it's moving. And I eventually get to the front and the girl with the purple hair goes to take my order. And I go, medium black coffee, nothing in it. She goes, don't you mean grande? I said, miss, I don't think it's the right time to be teaching me Italian. There's a man swimming in your bathroom. None of this is the case at the Waffle House. I went to my first Waffle House last year on the road in Mississippi. First of all, I love the name, Waffle House. House is in the name. It's very welcoming. And it's ironic because everyone in the Waffle House looks like they live in their car. I'm talking Waffle House now. I live in New York City. First Waffle House, Mississippi. I walk in, I'm wearing a shirt with sleeves, so I was overdressed. I go to the bathroom. There's no code on the door of the bathroom at the Waffle House like at Starbucks. There's no door on the bathroom of the Waffle House. Come and go as you please. Little thing called freedom you might have read about in your history books. I finish my business and I'm walking back to my table, and it's Mississippi. I'm looking at the back of people's heads, and it's mullet, mullet, head injury. Mullet, mullet, head injury. Mullet, mullet, head injury. Mullet, mullet. I get back to my table, and that waitress is a talker. OMG. I knew everything about her in a couple of minutes. Mother of 5, all cesarean. I know that because she showed me the scar as I was eating. Things move quickly at the Waffle House, guys. 1 minute you're discussing menu options. The next minute you're running your finger along a cesarean scar of a woman you just met. 3 of the 5 kids she had during the lunch rush at that Waffle House. The other 2 she had in a bathtub full of moonshine. Mississippi baptism. She's telling me about her life. Turns out she had just gone through a painful divorce. She was married to her cousin. Get off your high horse, Nashville. It's Mississippi. People marry their cousins. And I have empathy for that, because if you're dating your cousin, you kind of have to marry your cousin. Because how do you break up with your cousin? What do you even say? Look, I just want to be family. She starts to tear up talking about her divorce, and I'm compassionate, so I reach up, I touch her face, I wipe away her tear, and I remember I said to her, I said, Scalene? That was her name, Scalene, named after the white trash of all the triangles. I said, Scalene, you did the right thing by getting them youngins as kids, out of that toxic relationship. And out of my peripheral, which is a word they don't understand in Mississippi, I see a man choking. He's a big redneck, no disrespect. And out of instinct, I yell, is there a doctor here? Not realizing that I'm at a Waffle House. Probably not a doctor at a Waffle House. Now I looked at the people's faces and I thought to myself, more a chance of a doctor than a dentist. No one has teeth in Mississippi. Are you guys gonna get these jokes or no? So I think to myself, Michael, you graduated from high school. You're the closest thing to a doctor at this Waffle House. You gotta do something. So I start to make my move. He's a big redneck, he's choking, I'm coming from behind him. I don't want to startle him, but I know I'm in the South, so I get close and I whisper in his ear, I'm white. I lock my hands and I start the Heimlich maneuver, which is gay marriage in Mississippi, and someone starts recording it with their phone, I assume for Pornhub, and after about 15 thrusts, which is what I'm good for, piece of Scrapple shoots out of his mouth and hits another man in the face, also named Scrapple. Scrapple Jenkins, he was the sheriff. So I head back to my table and I'm sitting there contemplating the meaning of life, and my waitress, Scalene, she comes walking towards me and I notice she's limping. And we're friends at this point, so I call out to her. I say, Scalene, baby girl? Do you got the scoliosis? She said, nope, Ferris wheel accident. Did you guys know Mississippi is 50th in education, but #1 in Ferris wheel accidents? It's the silent killer. There's 2 types of people in Mississippi. People who've been injured in a Ferris wheel accident and people who will be injured in a Ferris wheel accident. It's an epidemic.
I finally figured out the right way to let screens babysit your kids. You gotta break out the good stuff. You see, back in my day, we had a roadrunner and a coyote who dropped anvils on each other's heads. We had a guy named He-Man who got amazing powers by holding up a piece of metal in a lightning storm. And we had a cat and mouse who ran around a house all day chasing each other with meat cleavers. Today, the plot of literally every children's TV show is, this character has a group of supportive friends. And they recycle. They won't stream the good stuff anymore, so I wised up and I bought some bootleg copies on eBay of some old cartoons. Let me just tell you, the first time I popped in a 1976 Looney Tunes, my 8-year-old son saw one character light a stick of TNT, throw it at his enemy. The enemy comes running back on fire, shooting 3 bazookas at once. My son turned around and said, "You have been holding out on me." I use TV for all sorts of stuff. Because I'd never seen this life that I'm living done, I turned to the TV for inspiration for myself. I openly admit, I actually I learned a lot about what it means to be a mom from that classic TV show that makes having a big family look like so much fun. You know, Game of Thrones. That was very inspiring to me. I would watch that show and I'd be like, nobody asks those moms what they do all day. I don't see them having to make a meal plan. I said, these women on this show, man, they get involved in everyone's drama so that all their kids can marry rich and nobody in this family ever has to work again. I'm like, that is a model of motherhood I can get into. I realized I'm not a stay-at-home mom, I'm a stay-at-home matriarch. And I think that's the biggest thing I've learned from this wild ride of being someone not at all cut out to have kids, and yet I have this big family, is whether you're a parent or you're an aunt or an uncle, if you work with kids in any capacity, you have to connect with them in a way that is authentic to you, even if it looks a little different. And it took me a while to learn this. When I was a young mom, I thought that all moms were supposed to do glitter crafts with kids. I very quickly learned that if I ever do glitter crafts with young children again, the only result of that's going to be that I will be the most sparkly person in the psych ward. Cannot do it. But I realized, look, if it involving your family in some absolutely grandiose plan that sounds amazing and exciting, and you have not thought through any details about how you are actually going to make this happen, I am your woman.
But when you debate your life, when you go back and forth in your life, you don't know if you're gonna live or die. You realize a lot of things. Great things that happen in your life and terrible things that happen in your life. And one thing that stood out to me is my parents never told me they loved me till I was 29 years old. And it really messed with me in the hospital, right? So before I get into that story, I gotta tell you about my parents. If you haven't seen my last special, my dad is black, born and raised in Louisiana, has a PhD in nuclear physics, and served our country in the Army, people. Right. Now, in the last special, he was 75. Now he's 78, and he hasn't changed. He's still black and has swag. He still walks around the house like this, you know what I mean? And he's always laughing like, yeah. And always pointing at random shit that's not there. Just like, Now, my mom, she was born and raised in Korea, South Side. Now we know who doesn't watch the news in his room. I said it in my last special, Blasian. It's tough having an Asian mom because if they think it, they say it, they have no filter. My mom just turned 70 and now all bets are off. She does not care. I never thought my mom could be worse. My mom won't even say people's names to me anymore because she would rather describe them to me. She calls me the other day and goes, you know what? I like your friend, he nice. I go, which one? She goes, fat boy, small feet. But I knew exactly who she was talking about. Because with my mom will say things that make you mad. She will say things that make you want to fight. But my mom really feels that she can say anything to anybody. Because it's a true. Oh, you don't like true? Why you mad? It's a truth. Do I lie? Do I lie? My mom got in a fight with my wife. Now, full transparency, my wife cooks like once every couple of, once. So my mom walks into our new house and goes, oh, what a beautiful kitchen for no cooking. I go, Mom, you can't say that in my house. Nuh-uh, not to my wife. She goes, why? It's a truth. You don't like truth? And then to me and my wife, she goes, do I lie? Do I lie? I look at my dad for help. He's like, walk away, son, walk away. My wife, she's white. Ooh, it got quiet, okay. But my wife is just not white. She white. Now, I know a lot of people in here are white, and you're questioning yourselves right now going, am I white? No. My wife is whiter than you. My wife is from Gillette, Wyoming white. You hear that? When white people and Timmy like, damn. That's white. But we got a beautiful family, man. We got 2 kids. My son is now 5, my daughter's 2, and they're black, white, and Asian. That's right. We gave birth to pandas. We call them Ling Ling and Sing Sing. And my last special, I talked about this when my son was born, because I didn't have a daughter at that time. When my son was born and the doctor handed me my son. It's crazy as a father because I knew I would die for him, right? And I don't even know this dude. He could be a terrible human being, but I would die for him, you know? But when they handed me my daughter, oh, it was different. I was like, oh, okay. I would kill for you. I became a murderer overnight. Because the family dynamic to me is crazy. Like, I would die for my son, I would kill for my daughter. But here's what's crazy. I wouldn't kill for my wife. Because that's not my job. That's her father's job. I don't want to step on anybody's toes. Because I love both of my kids the same. But the love is in different directions. My son, I want him to be able to take care of himself, be strong. But I know for the rest of my life, I'm going to protect my daughter. 100%. And what's the biggest threat to women? Look at that. Men. So now I hate all men. I became a lesbian activist overnight. / murderer. I'm Ellen DeGeneres with a gun. Because every man's a threat to my daughter. Every single man eventually will be a threat to my daughter. I hate my son. Sometimes I hate my son. Why? Because he's a threat to my daughter. We all have baby cams and watching my kids play. My daughter's playing with her little toy. My son walks over and grabs the toy from her. I get so angry, but then my daughter grabs it back and I'm like, yeah, that's my baby girl. Right? Don't take no man's crap. But then my son looks around to see if anybody's watching. Starts backing up where she is, and he hits her with his butt. And she falls to the ground and starts crying. I get so angry inside. I'm so mad. I want to this little dude up, right? But I can't. He's only 5, and it's not a fair fight. It's not a fair fight. All I can do is scream and like, hey, you better stop that. And he runs off. But my daughter could hit my son with a brick in the face. I'd be like, hey, girl. Good job, good job.
Okay, let me tell y'all that my middle child is 23 now, and she's the only one that checks on me. She called me a few minutes ago and said, did you get to Naples all right? And I said, yeah, baby, thank you for asking. Tell your daddy. She is a beauty, and she is smart and hateful. And we've been scared to death of her all of her life. And it really got bad when she was about 16 or 17. Have any of y'all been through that? We walked on eggshells around her. She'd come down the steps in the morning, we'd be like, who is it? I don't know. And it happened when she was about 16 or 17, she turned on me on a dime. And I truly believe that God allows this because he knows that you're grieving because they're going to go to college or whatever they're going to do. And he makes them just as mean as he can so that you can let them go. The very breath that I breathed out of my nostrils made her so angry. We were not allowed to eat cereal in our own home because she couldn't stand to hear us chew it. And I don't mean to talk about her because she had a lot on her. She had to empty the dishwasher. That was a lot. She's always had a bunch of boys after because she's a doll, and they always wanted to date her and always came around our house. And there was one, and he was a player. He was a schmoozer. And he would say stuff to me. He'd go, Miss Morgan, you look beautiful today. And I'd be like, oh my gosh, can I make you a casserole? And thank goodness they broke up because I was exhausted. I was mopping the floor, blowing my hair out every day. And I thought, why did that affect me that way? Why did I? And I thought, oh, I know. It's because my love language is words of affirmation. And I don't get them. So I got hoodooed by this boy. My husband and I read that book and went to a Sunday school retreat years ago. And it was the 5 love languages. Have y'all read that? I know, it's good, and it works. It really does. But you read the book and you take the test, and you and your husband, example, you and your husband will take the test. And it'll tell you, there's 5 prominent love languages. It'll tell you what your husband's prominent love language is. He'll find out what yours is. So at night, y'all can sit on the couch and feed each other y'all's love language. And then your love tank feels full. If you don't, Your husband's liable to go to work and is standing by the water fountain, and some whore comes in and feeds him his love language, and then he feels a tingle, and then Satan swoops in. I know. Terrible. So here's the 5 love languages, if y'all don't know. There's quality time. So there's people that just want you to sit with them and watch a television show or something like that. Then there's gifts. That's my sister's. It does not have to be something that's expensive. If you give her a rose and a card, she'll bawl her eyes out because her love tank feels full. I know. And her husband doesn't do it. Okay. All right, and then there's physical touch. And so many women, when I say that, they'll go, oh, yeah, that's my husband's. He's on me like a duck on a June bug. But we're not talking about the nasty kind. We're talking about, people that just want to squeeze and hug and hold on to you. That's their love language, is physical touch. And then there's words of affirmation, so that's mine. So all my husband has to say is, Leanne, you look pretty today. Or, Leanne, that Trisha Yearwood's chicken piccata is to die for. And then my love tank feels full. And then I'm willing to do something vulgar with him. And then he gives me money to get my hair highlighted. Oh, that's how it works. That's biblical. Okay, y'all. My baby, my middle one, the whole time she was in high school, so ashamed of me and so embarrassed by me, but loves me more than anybody. Now we're best friends, but I'm telling y'all, everything I did made her so mad. And I remember showing up at middle school in a pair of yoga pants. She goes, "What are you doing here?" I thought I looked so cute. But anyway, she had a bunch of little girls always spending the night, and she had this little girl spend the night, and the little girl stayed a couple of nights, so I did her laundry, and all I said, this little girl was, "Katie, you're so tiny. Your little underwear looks like a slingshot." And that little girl thought it was funny. And my baby looked at me and went. So I got out of there, and when that little girl left, I came back in. I said, "What's wrong with me saying that her little panties look like a slingshot? I wish somebody'd say my panties look like a slingshot." Nick, my panties look like a catapult. Did you ever watch Braveheart and Mel Gibson? Boys, y'all ever watch that? And they pull that big thing back, put a ball in it, and fling it, and kill a bunch of people with it. That's what my panties look like. I buy Soma now. Soma, big old panties, honey. The bigger the better. I used to wear Victoria's Secret when I still had hope. And then I found out, y'all know who owns Victoria's Secret? Satan. And, no, he doesn't. I had to stop wearing them because they were cutting me in two. But, Lord, they're probably about to go out of business. But anyway, everybody is. But I love a big panty. Okay. My baby child is 22 now. She lives in New York. And goes to school up there. And we miss her. And she's been a doll baby. And her daddy and I, we begged her to go to Phoenix Online. And she was like, "Get out of my butthole." So y'all just stare at me. And she smells good. But anyway, my husband is 6'4", 230 pounds, 250 if he's eating white flour and sugar. He plays a lot of tennis. And it got on my nerves so bad because I had no estrogen, no progesterone, no testosterone. And I was crazy. Okay, his testosterone dipped a little. Praise God. And then it went back up and he started playing tennis again and plays, that makes it naturally go up. It made me so mad. Anyway, my husband's athletic and played football and basketball. I played basketball. I know y'all thinking, you sissy thing, you did not. But I did. It was the early 80s. I had really big hair. I'm from a town of 500 people in Middle Tennessee, and we grow dark-fired tobacco. And we didn't know what waterproof mascara was. So by the end of the games, I looked like, say, if Tammy Wynette and Alice Cooper had a child together. I played forward. Sometimes I had to play center if Mary Rowland had to take her baby to the health department. But anyway, so we wanted these children to be in sports, keep them off of dope. And my baby child, all my children are tall kids because I'm 5'8", and I think I'm getting bigger by the day. I think my feet are spreading. I think my hands are big. I see my hands in a video. I take pictures, and all these little women come up to here on me. I look like... Okay. Well, my baby child grew really quick, really fast, and was 5'6" in elementary school. And I think it was my fault. I think it was all that chicken. I think if anybody's in here my age, we didn't know about hormone-free back then. No, everybody, I know. All that milk, it had stuff in it. Lord, I've raised her on a bunch of chicken and milk. Anyway, I would not do that to a grandbaby now. Okay, so she was very tall, very self-conscious, and she was taller than all the teachers, the principal, all the little children. Good news is very athletic and very strong. So all these teams around East Tennessee would call me, and they'd say, can she play goalkeeper for our team? We'll get her an iPhone. Can she play basketball for us? She never played basketball. And y'all, it tickled me. And I felt like LeBron James's mama. And I made her do it. And she came to me one day and she goes, I'm sick of all this. I'm not going to play all this for y'all. She goes, I want to cheer. I said, well, baby, we're big people. And we don't tumble. Let me see what I can find out. There's a thing in the United States called competition cheer. And I bet it's big in Florida. Yeah. If you don't know what it is, it's kind of like Honey Boo Boo meets stripping meets the Olympics. Because they're gymnasts, is what they are. They're very talented gymnasts. So there's one in Knoxville called Premier Sharks. And I dropped her off to audition or try out, whatever you want to call it. We didn't know anything about it. And this little woman, they ended up putting her on a bad Mamma Jamma squad because all the little children her age came up to hear on her. And somebody's got to throw them up in the air. So they were thrilled to have her. She's strong as a mule. So they said it's $150 a month for her to come in and take 2 nights a week to learn a 2.5-minute routine. I was like, okay. And they said, there's a uniform that we're going to order for her. And it sequins up the sleeve, comes to right here, exposes her little tummy. She's going to have on a tiny little skirt with a slit in it with a glitter panty underneath it. And I said, that's a whore outfit. And it came with its own bag of whore makeup. And the woman said, y'all are going to travel to faraway lands and compete against other little whore children. Places like Atlanta and Cincinnati. So we get in the car and drive all night, get a hotel room, and then the next morning go to a coliseum with tens of thousands of little whore children walking around. And they said it's $150 to enter your baby in this competition. It's $30 for you and your husband to wear a band to get in and watch her in this competition. Somebody was selling corn dogs for $15. Anyway, they start out with the babies, and the babies are yummy, and they're 5, and you could eat their lips on. and they got on a skirt about this big. And their little mamas are probably in their late 20s, early 30s, you know, and they're not bitter yet. And so the little girls come out to Beyonce's All the Single Ladies. And their little mamas are in the front doing every move, trying to keep them on track because they're babies and they need to be at home breastfeeding. So they go up in age throughout the day, and they call my baby's group, and they go, reef sharks. For 2.5 minutes, my baby throws little children up in the air, working like a Trojan, broken out in a sweat. And the whole time she's throwing these little children up, and they're called flyers. And they are freakish, tiny little children. And their mamas are freaky, tiny little women. And I think, how do they even have these little babies? I'm from farming people. I've got thick ankles. I can work in the fields. I don't know who these people are. Anyway, these little flyers, she's throwing them up in the air, and the whole time during this 2.5 minutes, they're going. And nobody knows why. And that goes on, and then it's the finale. And 25, 30 little girls put their forehead on the ground and hunker down. And the finale is my baby. My baby hops up and has got a little girl's foot in her hand. Are y'all listening to me over there? When's the last time y'all put somebody's... The gay boys went nuts. It was a big deal, okay? So then they were like, oh, she's got to do it again. We got to have her next... Because she didn't drop anybody and give anybody concussion. Those mamas had me on speed dial. They loved her. But she was like, you know what? I've got spirit. I know I do. But she said, I'm tired of this. I got it out of my system. She said, I'm not going to do it anymore, but I'm keeping that whore outfit.
I had kind of a classic upbringing. My mom stayed at home. My dad worked. My mom, way too nice. I could get away with anything. Dad, he could get like too intense. You know, I always say if it was just me and my mom growing up, I would be in jail right now. And if it was just me and my father, he would be in jail. And I would be in a wheelchair. No, I know. I mean, some of y'all, I know you had a dad like that. Like, he never crossed the line, but he got pretty close. Like, there's a handful of times I set my dad off. I just make him so mad, he'd just scream out the first punishment that came to the top of his head, storm off. About 20 minutes later, he'd walk back out. All right, your mother and I discussed it. We determined you actually do not have to carry me on your back to my job every day. As previously shouted. They were a great happy medium, the two of them. And I got my humor from them. They were always messing with each other, poking fun at us. It was a great atmosphere. And my mom, she was the easy target, my poor mother. Just this last Thanksgiving, she always makes the turkey. I was giving her a hard time. I'm really laying into her. I'm like, Mom, you overdo the turkey. I got to be honest. We have tools now. We can check when it's perfectly cooked, take it out. Because I don't know about y'all, Utah. I grew up in a household where they were like, we're pretty sure the meat's done. Let's cook it another 4 hours. I grew up dunking my chicken in water, just trying to get... I looked like Joey Chestnut on the 4th of July. Oh. It was like, pass the A1. Like, you don't need the flavor. I need the lubricant. We love to roast each other. I was roasting my mom, but you know, my mom, the thing about her, she'll roast you right back. And she's visiting my house soon. And it's very scary when your boomer mom comes to visit your situation. They always have thoughts. They do. Don't they? My mom is coming to town.
She's gonna judge me up and down, but don't misunderstand, she won't lecture me. She's gonna do it passive aggressively with just a look. A disappointing look reminds me of my childhood. Gotta get her back real good. So I changed her password on Facebook.
Thank you. She's like, you know what, Trey? I'm just doing what my mom taught me to do. Cooking the turkey, whatever. I didn't grow up with all these phones, this and that. All I know is what my mom taught me. And it kind of occurred to me when we were 8 months pregnant, we got thrown a million links, podcasts, YouTube videos, you name it, to prepare us. And it's kind of amazing any of our parents did as well as they did raising us, considering they apparently just winged it. I think my parents' philosophy was just like, let's coach his little league teams and hit them. I think. But no, I know my dad loved me. You know, I think a lot of my generation, we like to blame our dads for their problems. Blame your dad. You know, my father didn't convey to me he loved me enough. So I have nervous poops to this day. It's like, well, did your father ever show you he loved you with his actions? It's like, well, he worked every day for 45 years with no sick days, but I never got a poem. Maybe he loved you, maybe. And I know my father loved me, but he was old school, right? He did, wipe some dirt on a kid, real men don't cry, be tough, be a man, all that good stuff. But as the years have gone on, my father, he's gotten more and more sensitive, very emotional. I feel like that happens with age. Now, every time I see my father, I leave him. I'm like, all right, bye, Dad, love you. I'll talk to you later. He's like, all right, I love you so much, son. Oh, I hope you know how proud I am of you. I was like, well, it's too late now. It's too... You used to whoop me for crying, so I'm a little confused. Happens with age, right? My grandmother, she would give me the biggest bear hug, sloppy kiss on the cheek, and I swear, year after year, her kisses were inching closer and closer. Until I'm pretty sure one year our tongues touched a little bit. And teenage Trey thought he impregnated his gam-gam. That's what you taught me. I remember kids on the basketball team would be like, you ever done it before? I was like, yeah, with my Grammy, I think. God rest her soul. She left us in 2020. 2020, she passed. Not of COVID. I feel like you have to say that. Don't worry, she did not believe in it. She did not.
I was in the airport. They made 2 announcements. The first announcement was this. You're entitled to 2 bags on your flight, a personal item and a carry-on. If you have 3 or more bags, you need to start consolidating them right now or we will not let you on the plane. That was the first announcement. The second announcement was this. Be aware of human trafficking. I was like, oh my God, that was a huge jump in responsibility between announcements. I was just wrapping my head around consolidating my bags from 3 to 2, and then boom, I'm responsible for human trafficking. Am I responsible for human trafficking? I'm a stand-up comedian. I thought that was the job of the FBI. But I guess if you make it through TSA now, you're responsible for human trafficking. So let me get this straight. You don't trust me with more than 8 ounces of liquids. But you're trusting me to stop human trafficking. I have to leave a full shampoo in every town that I go to. But you want me to stop human trafficking. But what is human trafficking, I asked myself. The answer is I don't know. But using my elementary school context clues, I would say it's smuggling a person. And I don't know how you would do that if you have to consolidate 3 bags into 2 bags, and there's a live human being in one of those bags. It seems like it would work itself out mathematically. So I go on YouTube. YouTube is a valuable resource if you don't know something. And I punch in human trafficking, and a video comes up of a man and a woman talking to each other in harsh tones. So I was on the lookout. And I saw it right in front of me at the airport, a man and a woman talking to each other in harsh tones, just like on the video. And I thought to myself, this is either human trafficking or every relationship I've ever seen at the airport. So I confront, I'm a little bit of a hero, I'm vaccinated. I go, excuse me, is this human trafficking? And the guy goes, are you a cop? And I go, I'll ask the questions, pal, okay? Because that's something a cop would say. I'm not a cop, but I'm an actor. And I played a lot of cops. That's something a cop would say. He goes, it's not human trafficking. We're reading a script. I produce all the Law and Order SVUs in New York. I go, well, that's crazy, because I'm an available actor. He said, you have a great look for the show. I said, thank you. He said, why don't you take my card? We're looking at people next week. Come to this location on Wednesday and we'll audition you. And that's the story of how I was human trafficked. They will offer you fake acting work just to human traffic you. Now, a lot of you are probably wondering, Mike, what's the difference between human trafficking and sex trafficking? That's easy. Sex trafficking is if you're hot. So if they were like, Mike, we're gonna human traffic you, I'd be like, are you sure it's not sex trafficking for me? What if I lost 10 pounds? Would it be sex trafficking? For those of you not laughing, I'm just trying to raise some awareness. I'm raising awareness. Don't hate me for raising awareness. I was in Boston a few weeks ago, and look, I'm not going to sit up here and defend the Boston Strangler. But have you had to listen to that accent for 2 days in a row? I want to choke every last one of them. But what if there was a serial killer on the loose, a strangler, if you will, but he was only killing people who snored? We'd have to act like we wanted to get him. We're like, oh, he's killing our best people. We gotta get him. But we would drag our feet. At least until we all got a good night's rest as a country. Let me tell you why that joke is funny. It's funny because we all have people that we love, I mean really adore, who snore, that we thought about doing a first-degree murder to. We've thought about ending their lives, and we love them. We've thought about suffocating them to death. But if you really think about it, God already started suffocating them. You would just be helping God. I'm not going to sit up here and say you're doing the Lord's work, but you would be helping God. Then I went to Texas. Anybody here from Texas? Yes. Back me up here. In Texas, they have entire stores dedicated to being a cowboy. There's nothing to compare it to in the North. It's like walking into a store and then walking out a first responder. Doesn't happen. They have cowboy stores in Texas. So I walk in and a sheriff approaches me. Everybody looks like a sheriff in a cowboy store. And he says, can I help you? And I'm a comic first, so I was like, I want you to show me a belt that I could use to discipline a child. He didn't skip a beat. He's like, is it a small offense or a big offense? We have thin belts if he didn't go to Bible camp, and we have thicker belts if he joined a militia. You know, Texas crimes. And then I got distracted by a cowboy hat. Oh my God. I put it on, I love it. I don't know where I'm gonna wear it in New York, but I put it on and it felt right. Yeah, I bought it, walked out with it, changed my pronouns to he and ha, and I got out of there. Then from there, I went to Utah. Have you guys ever been? You've been to Utah? Utah is like Atlanta for white people. Does that make sense? It's our Atlanta. I thought there was going to be a lot of Italians in this town that I went to in Utah because the town was called Provo, which I thought was short for provolone. They're big on marriage there. They marry a lot of people. They marry a lot. And I think that's the question in all of our lives, marriage or no. You know who never got married? Benito Mussolini. The fascist dictator of Italy during World War II. He had a girlfriend. And that's significant because he committed himself to evil and he committed himself to taking over the world. But when it came to marriage, he thought to himself, that's a little risky. Why don't we just take it slow?
Yeah, but we're doing good. We just got a cat, so I'm always bleeding. And I wanted a dog, but then my girlfriend was like, well, then it wouldn't go to the bathroom where we breathe. And that was a good point. So we got a cat. And my girlfriend is horribly allergic to cats. But she always wanted one, so we got a hypoallergenic cat, which if you don't know, they are super expensive. So she doesn't know this, but it's actually just a regular cat that I shave every night. She's like, hey, what are you doing in there? And I'm like, nothing. I work from home and have a cat. It's impossible to get anything done. People are like, working from home is just like working at the office. Really? At what office does your boss stick their hands under the doorway like this? How many coworkers have puked on your desk and left? It's a lot. I don't know if you guys know this, but a cat's purr actually helps lower your blood pressure, which is pretty convenient because everything else they do shoots it into the stratosphere. Which, by the way, not fair humans. We can never do stuff like that, you know? Like, someone can't come up to me like, you scratched my car, and I'm like, and then I just go between their legs. Yeah. But I love my cat. I love her a lot. I spoil her. I bought a lot of cat toys. You guys know cat toys. The little things that are the same size as the space underneath all of your furniture. Every cat toy I bought is now under something. If there's so many things with bells under my stuff, if there's ever an earthquake, you're gonna think Santa's here. It's great. Like, if I want to play with my cat, I gotta find it. I grab a toy, I throw it to my cat. She hits it under something. She looks at me like, "You get it." I'll get it. I'll throw it to her. She does it again. I'm playing fetch. I'm my cat's dog. So, we just got a second cat. And we did. We got a hairless cat. Yeah, that's always the reaction. No one can pretend. No one can pretend to like your hairless cat. Everyone is bad at it. I went to show my best friend a picture of my hairless cat. I know he tried to say aw. All he could get out was, ho! Gee. You should give him your leather jacket. I love my Harris cat. Harris cats, if you don't know, they're the most social breed of cat there is, and that's because they have to be. When you look like that, you need a strong personality. He's great, though. I love him. He's like having a little version of the old men at the Y. Yeah, I get him a little towel so he always looks like he just got out of the shower. He's like, oh, you're home early. Okay. I thought I had more time. My next door neighbor, he's afraid of cats, regular ones. And then we got this thing. And recently, I came home at the same time as my neighbor. I opened my front door, and my hairless cat sprints down the hallway and down towards my neighbor. And you know those scary movies where the guy can't get his key in the lock? He just looked back. He was like, oh, my God! Why is it inside out? Yeah. I like having cats, though. Dog people, by round of applause. Who's got dogs in here? Oh, look at that. Look at the dog people. Great, cool, nice, good for you, you know. I will say, you have it easier with the vet, and I know you don't think so, but your dog's been outside before. And they've been in a car. Like, by the time a dog ever gets to the vet, they're like, ha, that was really good. I did not see this coming. You got me. You can trick a dog. But my cats, they know immediately. I gotta look at them and go, get in the bag. Please get in the bag. By the way, my girlfriend got the Taylor Swift cat backpack, so yeah, guess who gets to wear that? Every vet appointment, I look like the new member of a K-pop band. I'm just like, hi, you know, like that's... It's stressful going to the vet. Why do they make us go in with our pet? Why am I doing that? I don't have a job in there. All you're doing is hurting my relationship with my cats. Because they just stare at me the entire time you're stabbing them. Like, they're like, are you gonna just sit there? Like, it's not fun. They should, for an additional charge, I should be allowed to stay in the waiting room, and at the end of the visit, I get to rescue my animal. You know? Right? Like a little light comes on and I just kick the door down. I'm like, put the cats in the bag. That would make the next part easier when you give me the medicine that I gotta give them. My best friend, you gotta traumatize them twice a day. That's horrible. I'll be sitting with my cat, I'll be watching TV, and then my alarm goes off and I gotta grab him by the back of the neck and shoot a syringe down his throat. And then I just go back to watching TV. And then he looks at me like, what the hell was that? And then when he feels better, he doesn't know it's because of what I did. He just thinks that's a weird, separate thing that I wanted to do. He's like, hey, I feel better, but what was with you yesterday? We gotta get you a hobby.